Like that should just be beating. Like if a nigga had sounds and he was just riding out listening to that, that would just be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that shit would be. You right about that, my guy. Can you hear me, Donnie?
Yes, I can.
You can hear me.
I can hear you. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. What is this? Dom Peoples in trap back to
Oh,
handle the
shit.
business.
I
Fam,
can't
I
hear
think
my.
you
I
need to
can hear
start.
myself now. There we go.
I think you should start producing for a nigga again.
I mean, I did make that beat that's on the intro, so you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah. I had to
Um,
speed up the rap one
yeah,
time on that thing.
you know what I'm saying. I still be making beats though, man. I still got some.
You
You know,
know?
technology has advanced so much.
Yes, it
Shit,
has.
man. I'm on the damn the Logic for iPad now. Shit actually pretty dope. But y'all still be, you know what I'm saying,
Definitely,
around here
definitely.
doing my little thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell nobody though. You know, but I probably
It's
got
been
something in the bag. I probably got something in the bag for you, my
got something
brother.
in that bag. Got something in that bag.
Shout out to RBY Prince,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
joining us tonight. What is going on, Rio?
RBY, man. Look, man, if anybody need print, anybody need graphic design, if you need your shit, I know a lot of y'all is outsourcing, going online, waiting for that shipping. Y'all fuck with my man RBY, man. He gonna get you going 1 day, 2 day turnaround, whatever you need, man. In the city, man, you can pick it up right here in Gwinnett. So shout out
Drop
to
your
my
link.
nigga Rio.
Drop your link,
Drop
Rio.
your
Drop
link,
your link
Ree.
in the comment, Rio, so we can, we can have that shown. Drop your link, fam.
Yes,
We
sir.
got another person in the building, man. What's going on, family? My man said, "What's good, family?" Hey, you heard that beat?
Hey, I be trying to come on back with it, man. Like he don't want to get on the beats no more, man. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was supposed to make them beats from Beyonce, and that shit just.
Hey, man, they went a whole nother direction than what I was willing to go, bro. You feel me? There's certain things I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna play with none of my man parts. I don't, you know what I'm saying? All
so
crazy and
so
shit. But you
what's
understand what
been
I'm
up with
saying,
this
though.
weather? What's been up with this weather, man, in the city
Hey,
though, man? That shit's been crazy.
it's been hot
It's
and
been
raining.
crazy.
Hot and raining.
Raining and hot, man. Like
Um,
the whole motherfucking nine, man. Which is so crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. It's been a little bit hotter than normal. I've been taking advantage of it, doing my little mountain climbing and all my recreational activities and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's been a beautiful thing to take advantage of. But like you said, the rain and the off and on weather
so you
like
been
that.
mountain climbing.
Yeah, man. I'm going up the mountains now and shit like that. Stone Mountain, man. Shout out to all my Stone Mountain hikers in this bitch, bro. Like I'm talking about. I
Yeah, that
went up the
thing be
mountain
jumping
over
out
the
there too, don't
weekend. Yeah, it be jumping. I went out there on the weekend at like 3 o'clock one afternoon, bro, and it was like 90 degrees outside. I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. Um,
today?
not today. I did a good work. I did a good work today. I ain't messed with the mountain today, but I did a good work. I did a good workout. Um, it was definitely one of
Give
those
me
one of
one
those
second, dog. I lost a light. Hold on. Trying to let me go and tap the other battery in right quick.
tap that other battery in so we can get this thing going. Get this thing going.
All right, we good. We
I
good.
hope
We
all
are
my human
good.
beings and everybody, man, has been having a great weekend, even though time is flying. It seems like we all weekend warriors nowadays. Um, because during the week it's just moving too quick. I can't believe it's about to be Monday already. So we thought we'd give y'all a little something, man, before y'all go into y'all work week. You know what I mean? But jumping right into the ATL news, man. For y'all who haven't followed us on all of our platforms, man, y'all need to follow us so y'all can get these notifications at DeadBolt ATL on every platform. I know a lot of y'all get my personal Instagram mixed up with the Deadbolt ATL, but it's Deadbolt ATL on all platforms, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe so y'all can be up to date on what's going on in these streets. But another thing, man, we like to start, obviously, for anybody that's new who tuning in. Um, we like to start in Atlanta, man, before we kind of get the drifting all around, checking out all the hip hop news, everything affecting our culture and all the fuckery around the galaxy. This situation right here, man, is another, I think, drop the ball on Fulton County. Now, I've been telling niggas, man, one jail you do not want to get locked up in is Fulton County. we have another situation because the first one we had reported on, I think, what was it, maybe a month ago now, about the dude getting eaten alive by bed bugs. Now we have a 19-year-old that passes away in Fulton County Jail 8 weeks after being there for missing a court date. Like, first off, I mean, missing a court date should not warrant an 8-week incarceration. You know what I'm saying? What we got on this, Trav? We got some intel. What they reporting on? They saying she was there for vandalism.
Is that what it says? I don't
Baby
really. I
daddy.
was sitting here reading. Yeah, I was sitting here reading. I don't really see anything. Oh, let me go on down. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I don't see anything that says why she was. Oh yeah, dude. My bad. Yeah, it says for a vandalism charge. I kind of agree with you, Donnie. Nobody should be locked up for 8 weeks on a vandalism charge. She bust a window out. What happened?
Well, it looks like the cellmate has something to say because the cellmate said the system failed her because she visibly was suffering from mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was forcibly banging her head on the wall multiple times. Believed to have voices in her head. I mean, yeah, I mean that's. I think they need to do a better job of identifying who's coming in and out of these jails, though. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by identifying, though?
I
Because
mean,
everybody that's getting arrested is being labeled a criminal at that moment.
Right.
They ain't thinking
Right.
about nothing else. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Danny. I've been locked up a few times and seen people beating their head on the wall, on the door. And yeah, because they searching for some kind of attention. Not really because they were crazy. They could have had some kind of mental issue, though. All of us deal with some kind of trauma. You know what I'm saying? There's just some more serious than others. But do I feel like they probably should have paid a little more attention to it? Yeah. In 8 weeks, like what was really behind this vandalism? What's going on? Because I know court ain't still backed up from COVID. You can't tell me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is this why Young Thug started it for real?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think this is just another classic case of Fulton County dropping the ball. I think Fulton County needs to be shut down. No different than Rikers Island, man, when it comes to just the uncleanliness. I think the United States needs to rebrand their justice system. Everybody doesn't need to be in a hard cell, sleeping on concrete. You know what I'm saying? Just being in that type of environment, for certain charges. It's like they don't need that. I think the only people who should see that is some of our more violent criminals or people such as, rapists or, killers, shit like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Better mental evaluation.
Yeah, better mental evaluation. That definitely needs to take place in our systems, man, because we just putting people in jail, like Trav said, we just calling them criminals, and we shutting the door and we getting things lost in the sauce. And this girl probably was going crazy. You gotta think, like, jail is not for everybody, man. I know the rappers make it sound cool, but jail really, to survive jail and just all the aspects and certain things that need to go your way too. Like, you know what I'm saying? To survive all these aspects, I feel like, man, sometimes it could take a toll on a motherfucker, especially a female. You know what I'm saying?
The rappers don't make it sound cool because a lot of them snitching. They letting you know this ain't where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them telling to get their ass up out of that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I'm sure people like Thugger, they want to keep the persona of, I ain't got no problem with doing on time, nigga. We know you want to be up out of there.
We know
but
he ain't got nobody, he ain't got nobody to snitch on. And speaking on Young Thug, as we get into a whole plethora of Young Thug news, you know what I'm saying? We definitely now got to speak on this situation. Right before we get into this, my conspiracy theory, right? You don't know how I do. This YSL member obviously used an attorney's laptop to engage in an affair with a deputy. I mean, YSL is just in the news for everything, man. These niggas can't even have affairs in peace right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, them niggas getting snitched on every level of the game right now. You know
how did they find out about this? This is what I want to know.
Man, how they don't find out about? They find out about everything when it comes to YSTL. It looks like, bro.
And is this the deputy, the woman, or is this the? So is this the deputy or just the attorney? Do we know? This
It looks
the
like
deputy.
no. It looks like the defendant allegedly used the attorney's laptop to engage in an affair with the deputy.
So is this the deputy?
Yeah, that's the
this
deputy.
woman. That's the deputy. Okay.
That's the deputy. That's the deputy. Thirsty, and and like you said, I wonder who be telling on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying, behind the wall. But it seems like all day information, whatever these niggas do, leaks out, and that's crazy. So as we get into what
you're right, bro. It's
like all their information seems seems to link out, bro. Like they can't hold water right now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I know dude Saudi though. He lost it all. Lost his little poom behind the wall. You know, already know she was sneaking in drugs and everything else for him. I think that's crazy. Like for real. Like he's got to be sick right now. But I'm gonna tell you, man, this next situation though, bro, which is connected to the YSL situation. I personally feel, like I said, I got my conspiracies, but I believe this is why Miss Fannie Willis is trying to hang Young Thug by his bootstraps. So we're going to play what Trump got to say.
They waited. And I probably have another one. They say there's a young woman, a young racist in Atlanta. She's a racist. And they say that she was after a certain gang and she ended up having an affair with the head of the gang or a gang member. And this is a person that wants to indict me. She's got a lot of problems, but she wants to indict me to try and run for some other office. What's going on in this country is, and by the way, wants to indict me for a perfect phone call. This was even better than my perfect call with Ukraine. Remember?
Come on, man. Trump, man, you be saying some dumb ass shit. Shout out.
But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, to me, I don't feel like this is no dumbass shit. I personally feel that if you're going to come for Trump, this is what you're going to get. You know, this nigga is connected. You know, the CIA, he's a former president. It ain't nothing that he can't find out about you. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that with Trump, I think it's a situation to where he let the cat out the bag. But I think Fannie, I don't know now if now, God bless the dead, the niggas in the ground. But allegedly, this is one of the reasons why they indicted Young Thug, because Young Thug sanctioned the hit on Nut. Nut, was obviously nutting with, Fannie. So at the end of the day, why wouldn't Fannie, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't she want to go after Young Thug when she got intel that Young Thug might have killed her ex-boo? Or it could have, go ahead.
First of all, man, shout out to those for guys, man. Got in the comments, how you doing tonight? She said it actually doesn't sound too far-fetched, to be honest. So let me ask you something right quick. Like, this is my first time seeing this video, and why is this just linked to Nut? Why isn't it linked to somebody else? Because he said that she was dating somebody in the gang. They didn't say who.
Well, everybody know everybody know, like it's well known that that's who she was fucking with, Okay, and the thing about it, and the thing about it with Atlanta too, right, is that Atlanta, if you really think about it, bro, politicians in the streets, politics in the streets tie in more in Atlanta than in any other city. It's the same with BMF. I think BMF was probably fucking on a lot of the attorneys and district, that shit.
That's in every major city, bro.
Yeah, it can be in every major city, but I live in Atlanta, so I'm just going by what I'm seeing here. And at the end of the day, I think moving from the BMF stage to this stage, right? Like, I think what sunk BMF was the murders. What's sinking YSL is the murders. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's nothing else. They'll let you get money down here for sure, because they want to get their palms greased and live the lifestyle too, right? But I think once you start seeing bodies drop, I think that's when it gets sticky. But I definitely think that's her motive for wanting to come after Young Thug so hard. Like, like, I know you had something to do with my ex getting killed. And then, some people might say, well, she did come after Lucy and them too, and she knows that, you know, Nut was affiliated with YFN and all that type of shit. Well, it could have been that Nut broke her heart. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Nut was cheating on her, who knows, right? So she like, fuck it, I'm gonna get both of y'all, but at the same time, I'm gonna avenge his death because I know you got something to do with it personally, because I got intel from just being around. Like, you got to think, if Nut's fucking on her, Nut's managing YFN Lucy at the time, why wouldn't he, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of, you know how niggas pillow talk, man. So niggas, you know, they get the pillow talk and all type of shit. So I know if she was fucking on the nigga for a minute, she knows some important intel about the group. Like, you know what I'm saying? And about what's going on and what Young Thug's true position with YSL is. You know what I'm saying? So she would know, I think, from just a street point of view, from fucking with Nut, she would know from a street point of view if he would sanction a hit or if they had that type of beef for it to go to that level.
My man said, but her foot really on Thug neck, though. I agree.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like
earlier, when we talked about this yesterday, what did I tell you? If this is the case, and she did have a relationship going on with old boy, then I mean, I don't blame him. Shit, I feel him. It is what it is.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that has a lot to do why Young Thug ain't getting the bond. I think she's making it a point. Like, everybody else can get out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else that's affiliated with this thing has had the option of getting out besides him. So if he was the one, and obviously if he's the leader, right, and he's the one that's putting the hit, and obviously with Peanut being a higher ranking blood, like, you got to get sanctioned for that shit. Like, you can't just say, well, I got beef with a nigga, I'm gonna whack a nigga out. It don't work like that. So I think with that situation, I just think she's on his neck because of this. So I think Trump let the cat out the bag. Now, Fannie has responded to the allegations, and she's about to, I guess, press another charge because she's saying Trump gonna have to stand on it and prove that she was having an affair with an alleged member of the group. But at the same time, I don't think she wants to do that, man, because he's a former president, so he has CIA connections. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still protected, Secret Service, the whole fucking nine. I just don't think you want to put your life out there. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a bullhorn, right? People are going to listen to what he has to say. So why would you want to keep poking the bear, so to speak, when you know that your whole life can be exposed? You know what I'm saying? You was running with the streets.
With that, though. I don't think she's even concerned with that. She is confident that whatever happens, she will be okay, my guy. You know what I'm saying? She's challenging Trump, and she's going to continue to do that. It is what it is. I mean, once you start, why would you stop? I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, at
it's
this
like,
point,
but it's like he said, though, she's trying to get some rank. She's trying to move on up, and that's exactly what she's trying to do. And whatever else happens, as far as Trump goes, I mean, you know, he a big fish. If you get anything on him and it sticks, yeah, you're gonna be recognized.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta try. You gotta try. You know what I'm saying? If you fail, you fail. I don't think nobody gonna be like, it ain't work. It is what it is. Back to the drawing board, Fannie.
But the last thing I want to say about this before we move on, though, I think that it's a sticky situation, dog, because this could work in Young Thug's favor. And what I mean by that is, if it gets exposed to the point where it's like, okay, I'm locked up because she feels that this was her man at one point in time, so she's avenging her man's death. I personally think this is why I'm being persecuted like this. This might be something that his attorney can use to get him out of that situation. I really feel.
My man said, yeah, she better stop. Trump can pull up what time her mom's had her. She probably should fall back. I disagree with you on that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think you want Trump. I don't think you want Trump looking into your personal, because think about it. This was a situation that some people connected to the streets of Atlanta, because I talked to a few people before we went live and shit like that. You know, a lot of people already knew this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing that motherfuckers who's connected didn't know, or who's in that circle didn't know. But I think him bringing this to the world's attention, I think that it hit different. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's something like she needs to watch out for, bro, because that can jeopardize her whole case. Her getting something on Trump is very, very unlikely. Like, remember, this is the second chance, second time around, so to speak, with this Trump situation getting indicted, right? I don't think she's gonna have enough weight to make anything stick. But what she can make stick is this YSL case and nailing Young Thug. And if somehow Young Thug gets off on a mistrial, a technicality because of her past affairs with the enemy, that's not going to be a good. Look,
I
already
told you, I don't think Young Thug gonna do no time anyway. I don't think Young Thug is
no, I don't.
Of anything.
I personally, we've talked about
and
that. I agree with you.
This might be the beginning of that. You
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Because
we never know how it's going to start when it start going that way. But this could be the beginning of that. You know what I'm saying? But right. I still don't think it's really going to tarnish her reputation like that. She's going to be more known. And she's going to keep working. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to lose her job as a DA. She's going to move up. I'm telling you, watch.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to see how that plays out. But another thing, man, that's not really Young Thug per se, but you know, it's all in the same vein, right? When you're talking about what's going on in the streets of Atlanta, the different crews or whatever the case may be, it looks like Young Nudi's rap group, PDE. PDE is a gang out of Paradise City in Atlanta, Paradise East, I should say, on the east side. And they got hit with RICO charges, right? A lot of this stems from the PPP situation. But at the same time, I know, okay, yeah, Nudie wouldn't be involved in no PPP. And I think if it is that'll be the only way that I think that they should be justified as far as not getting wrapped up into this whole indictment. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, obviously Young Nudie or 21 Savage don't need PPP loans. So, you know what I'm saying? But if it has anything more to do besides PPP, and then we're talking about gang and stuff like that, like these niggas rep that shit. Even though 21 and him, I think they got different crews or whatever the case may be, but they connected, obviously. I don't know. It's spooky why they didn't get hauled into this. But like I said, if it's strictly with the payday loan or PPP loans, then I can see why they didn't. You know what I mean?
Hold on, dog. What? 8 people accused of stealing the identities of Atlanta residents to claim unemployment benefits in the state.
Yeah, PPPs and all that shit. Yeah, man. Obviously, he ain't feeding the crew.
I mean, should he? Is the crew doing what they supposed to be doing? So a lot of times niggas don't really be working. A lot of times niggas,
like you said, these might be the underlings. You know how that shit go.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how that shit go. That could be the underlings or whatever the case may be. I mean,
and who is this rap group? You ever heard this rap group? You ever heard this group?
Yeah, I mean that's they little group or whatever the case may be. That's his little.
You got them in your library.
Yeah, I ain't got them in my library, but I know. I ain't listening to them on the regular. Absolutely.
You ain't heard, so they ain't.
I don't know what their latest single was. None of that shit. Nah,
they not. They not in the studio.
they just affiliated with Young Nudie, bro, and 21. That's it. You know how these niggas do with these.
Yeah, I know. I already know. Niggas show up with a million niggas. Everybody rep the gang.
Everybody repping the set. Everybody repping the set. Everybody repping the gang. And
everybody want to be Lil Timmy.
Look. Everybody want to be Lil Timmy. But I'm going to tell you something, though, man. We need to go back to these days in Atlanta right here, though, man. Like, these are the days we need to go back to when everybody really just party, bro. Now niggas is partying now to murder music. This is why niggas can't vibe like this no more in the club. This is when niggas used to vibe in Atlanta, bro. I just want to show y'all just a little throwback fucking clip before we just get out and get the circulating around this bit.
What kind of music is on this?
Well, we do not own the rights to this music, but this is my group, Goody Mob. People don't dance no more. All they do is did. I just want to show the vibe of the club. We can just mute it. I mean, it doesn't matter. But I just wanted to show this.
It ain't gonna be the same, dog.
It ain't gonna be the same. Well, we're gonna run it anyway. Fuck it. Let's run it. The club best out. When we going back to that, Trev?
I'm not. I know I'm not going back to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be in no crowd like that.
I mean, but you think about it though, like this is what partying and clubbing should be about, though. if you go to the club and stuff, instead of looking at your phones, you know, this is before the day of the phone and everything like that. I think this is just cool to see. And I'm glad that I partied in this era, that I was able to go to clubs in this era. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like
still
this,
kind of see this. I don't really, man, I ain't been to a club in a long
right
time.
now, obviously, we not going to this type of stuff now. But what I'm saying is this is what it all came from. I'm not speaking from a point of, you know what I'm saying, being an older guy now. I'm speaking of,
But
nigga, when
then
we was in
you
the
got to
spot.
know also though, this is a lot different because this is a local group that's being broke. They already know, and people in the crowd from Atlanta, they already know about these folks. They love this shit already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they ain't being broke. They ain't being broke. That's the record being broke. That's, you know, Goody Mob was already out. So everybody already know who the Goody is. When they heard this shit, they were probably like, oh, hell no, they going hard. Because when I heard this song,
well,
I probably listened to this shit 40 times.
About
40,
40,
50 is back, nigga. Because, you know, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? They some of my favorites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when this first came out and this was up in the city.
It had a message.
Cleveland. Yeah, like Goody Mob. And you know what though, man? Shout out to Outkast and Goody Mob, man, because for real, like they were like the Southern Public Enemy to me. Like, because they had a message, like they had something to say. Like you go back and listen to ATL. There was so much, there's so much, you know what I'm saying, information being conveyed about what was going on at the time. And they was really trying to show our history as a people. Like, if you really think about it, that's what Outkast back on that album, ATL, that's what they was trying to show. When you go back and listen to it and you go back and you look at the you know, they was going in the tombs,
You got to go
looking
back
at
to
the
the first
pyramids.
album,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You know,
like,
Outkast mean dog.
I forget what it mean, but I mean,
Y'all
I'm just saying,
don't know
what it mean. Go ahead and say the definition.
Outkast, operating under the crooked American system too long. Outkast, pronounced outcast. Adjective meaning what the nigga said, something unaccepted in society. Yeah.
Unaccepted in society. Yeah, that's definitely.
Man said two of the greatest rap groups period of all time. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They it's almost like they was ahead of their time, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see what CeeLo did. He shot the mega superstardom. You know, CeeLo Green a megastar.
Yeah, I mean CeeLo Green, yeah, he definitely shot up there. But you know what I'm saying, like I said, man, this was the old Atlanta. I just think the vibe, man, was just historic, and we'll never get back to that. People not partying that hard in the club. I remember going to the club in my teens, my early 20s and stuff, and you go to the club to get sweaty. You go to the club, nigga, to get in there and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You grinding with a chick, whatever you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went to go have fun. These niggas nowadays don't go to have fun, and obviously it's because of what's playing in the club, right? You know, back then it was all about partying and having fun and being happy and, you know, celebrating a long week. Now these niggas going in the club, sliding on their ops, packing switches and everything else. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Murder music,
shit, right? Crazy shit. On one of the other shows I record, man. We had a guest on there, and African brother, he was like, he loved African American clubs, but they don't be safe. And he like, I don't know why. It's like, why you want to shoot? It's all these beautiful women in here, man. Why y'all coming in here on that? And I agree with bro, man. The vibe be different. The music fuels that also, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The music and the drugs, it fuels all that. Like, you go to, that's why, you know, some clubs around, you know, they don't have no problem.
No, you know what? We're gonna let Homeboy. Let's go ahead and pull this up because I want Homeboy. Homeboy kind of said it, and he went viral this week, just talking about exactly what's going on in the club right now. And I think he sums it up.
That's right. Best. Yep. Los Forgot said they're still partying that hard. The music is just BS now. And I believe that. We just don't be in the mix like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Let me see what
you ain't partying like that in the middle like that, listening to sliding on your motherfucking ops, nigga, and not get niggas partying that close, nigga. Nowadays, nigga, and somebody getting killed.
You listen to what the song is? Boop, 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 boop. What that is?
Young Nudie nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You listen to that though. You know what I'm saying? They go hard on that. Somebody get killed about that shit.
Yeah. Let's listen to what Homeboy got to say though. It's full screening.
Man, y'all know why the vibe be so off in some of the black clubs, man. We really be in there trying to have a good time listening to 30 straight serial killer songs. Like, we really in there trying to have a good time and vibe out to murder music. But we in there hypnotized. We damn near all done lost somebody to violence. That's why we all in there on the verge of socking some shit. We keep listening to serial killer music. These young mad ass niggas talk about hitting somebody with a switch. Man, 30 clip, slide. Man, we in there drunk. We really hypnotized listening to this devil ass shit. I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't like some of the music, but it be like, man, how's we partying, trying to have a good time listening to murder music? This shit is psychopath shit, for real. Like, I mean, we gotta start switching it up, man. And something gotta change, because that shit is really like, it blow my mind. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I mean, y'all know why the vibe.
I agree, bro, 100%, man.
Yeah. And no, bro, it ain't
man
just
said
you.
It's murder rap.
It's murder rap.
It's murder rap. That shit crazy.
Yes, Ramon said it's murder rap. Absolutely. I totally agree with you, family. It's and like homie said, niggas be in the club drunk and shit like that, be hypnotized. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no way niggas is in the club partying like what we just saw, getting that close, listening to a Lil Durk or a King Von. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening at all.
I mean, we had our moments though.
Yeah.
No limit right now. No, not even that, bro. 3-6. Gonna take it 9, nigga. 3-6.
Well, for us, it was no limit. For us, it was no limit. Like No Limit kind of broke mainstream for us, and then kind of 3-6 followed after, even though 3-6 was out before No Limit.
Yeah,
they kind of came after. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it was really get to the club up type shit.
But like you said, niggas wasn't dying though. Like
niggas wasn't dying,
then we just whoop your ass.
Yeah,
like
but niggas, some niggas have failed though. Some niggas failed to that. So I know, you know, back in the day, I can't
now
say
like a fight is unheard of now.
Oh yeah, man, unheard of for real.
Speaking of fights, right?
Matter of fact, nigga, you lame if you fight nigga, call your pussy. You fought that nigga, bro. Pussy,
you fought that nigga. You ain't killed that nigga. You ain't slide on that nigga.
My man said, of course, but ain't no music to dance with women anymore. I don't know. Is the female rap the music that you dance with women with now? Because they kind of on that way, right? What happened to Travis Porter and all them niggas? Ain't no niggas. I guess some niggas ain't making music no more. Yeah, they were just on somebody's show.
Man, Travis Porter, man. Shout out to Travis Porter, because
don't
nobody like them niggas had the hits, man.
They had the hits, man.
For them niggas to I ain't gonna say fall off mainstream, right?
You know what happened?
I really would love to get Travis Porter on
this show
because them niggas was too hot to ever fall off.
You know what's crazy?
Them niggas was like Future, but a group. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And yeah.
It seems like for real, if I think about it, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Migos slid in, Travis Porter slid out.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it seem like that, Donnie? The Migos kind of came in, and then it's like Travis was no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really hear nothing from them cats no more. It seems like the focus as far as a rap group, 3-man rap group, Migos, Versace, Hannah Montana. It's like they took off, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. They came in and they took Travis Porter's place. I don't know what Travis Porter didn't do. Maybe they didn't want to go through the door. You feel me? But it had to be something, bro, because for them, they had too many hits.
They had too many hits.
Like at the time. Like as a person that was in the clubs, working in the clubs, you know, hosting in clubs, all I heard was Travis Porter's. And they had certified hits.
Yep. A fact.
Make it rain and make it rain. I'm like, man, them niggas. And that's one of their later hits. I can't even remember. That's how you know a nigga smokes. I can't even remember all their previous hits, but
they had bangers, man. It's almost like they had the booty. Bangers. They had the booty shake.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just for them to fall off,
that's
like
crazy.
Just to fall off. Them and Rich Homie Quan are the two biggest mysteries in Atlanta music history in hip hop.
But you know, Rich Homie was just Rich Homie just had an interview, man. And he said paperwork wasn't right.
Man, paperwork my ass, man. That nigga
he had no beef with Young Thug. And them. He's still cool with Thugger. A lot of people thought the whole Rich Gang situation supposed to did way more. He said, no, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? He said he had a situation going on with Thinkers of Game. That's the same folks that Lucha was signed to. That's who he was signed to. He said, man, paperwork run right. Money started coming up short. Payment started getting less and less and less. So he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna lay back. And then I think he went to jail. Okay. Again, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the link though to the interview.
Right, right.
So it's something happened because it was just weird. Cause now he back out, but he ain't got that wave no more. He just dropped the album this year.
And that's why I'm saying this nigga last time he had that wave was that remember he was doing that little twerk dance and shit like that he was doing. That flex, remember?
That should be right.
But I'm saying, remember that little dance he was doing with that shit? So that's what I'm saying. He was doing what they wanted him to do. He was doing the fruity shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Paperwork or not, like Lil Uzi paperwork wasn't right? But he's still one of the hottest rappers in the game, right? So for him to fall off the way he did, for nobody really checking for Rich Homie Quan, is crazy to me.
Lil Uzi paperwork had to get right because you know that was Lil
Jay-Z
Uzi signed to DJ Drama. He was signed to Drama. Then all that bullshit happened with DJ Drama when they got down warehouse. This is doing that little Uzi being signed to them time.
Right.
Man, had to let them folk go, man. They had to get that paperwork right, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they both from Philly. Ain't no telling what the hell. They probably told Drama, nigga, don't come back home, nigga. Gonna get your ass, you light skin, nigga.
Yeah. And then, once Jay-Z got involved, like anytime else he won, just like with the Megan Thee Stallion situation we're gonna talk about in a minute. I mean, it's crazy. But
the strong arm get involved. He got a nigga the strong
arm like a mug, right? But yeah, man, as we get into the hip-hop news, everything affecting our culture and all the fuckery around the galaxy, man, we about to spread our wings and let that shit fly away. Y'all know what we on, man. It's your boy Don Peoples and Trav. This shit unscripted too. I swear, man, we don't be on no pregame for real, nigga. We say hi and we run it, nigga. And this is why this is pure talent behind this fucking mic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas got whole prep teams, makeup, and all type of dumb shit, nigga.
We ain't
coming like that.
It's coming though. We're gonna have all that.
Okay, but at the end of the day, we didn't start like that, and that's what we gonna remember these times.
Ain't gonna be like on the live stream, but on the show, on the real, it ain't gonna be like on the live stream, y'all. Y'all gonna always get the live stream, but we do got the,
Yeah, with Trav being head of production and all that type shit, he like to keep everything on the tuck. So even I don't know what the fuck is coming. I'll just be.
I ain't gonna get my face powdered though. Let me tell you that now.
Powder. I'm gonna say what a powder. Nigga, what that motherfucker powder?
What color is it? White or brown? I don't do now one of them. But what we got, Donnie?
I'm gonna tell you, man, what's been so crazy and what's been popping in the news, man. Obviously, the biggest item being sold on Amazon, I think the number one stock that's trading on the NASDAQ is the folding chair. Now, I've spoke on this a little bit, but this situation to me, we have another incident that we want to show because everybody knows about the Montgomery brawl, but we just showing how the folding chair has impacted our society. Let's run this.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, hold on.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, hold on.
One more time. My bad. I ain't mean to just click all the way off of the video. Yeah.
So, Trav, let me ask you, right? Do you think dude handled this situation appropriately? It seemed like it was the last blow. Look, okay, he took that one. Bam. Bam. That third one, bam. And then it was like that one, just like it knocked him. Bam.
So do I think dude should have hit brother with the chair?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You should have just went ahead and I mean, it happens. I'll pick something up, but you gotta just be careful with how shit go. Because really, you're gonna feel bad if them folks, if something happened to that man died, which I think we would probably know by now anyway if he did.
That last blow looked like
them police get a hold of this.
Oh, they got a hold of it. You know that.
And them folks hit your ass with them years. You're gonna be like, man, I shouldn't have did it. Or are you gonna be in jail like, man, I'm the yellow chair nigga now. I hit the nigga with the yellow chair.
I mean, obviously, man, like,
I did it for my people.
as you can see, even this next video, man, just shows you where black folks is at as far as mentally when it comes to, and not just kids. See, you would think that the kids would gravitate to such ignorance, right? Because like I said, I don't think we really spoke on the whole brawl situation. But at the end of the day, I personally feel that, that was a coward move. It's like at the end of the day, yes, them niggas was supposed to do what they do, but we didn't took this shit and turned it into a national holiday. Obviously, we can tell right here, this is what the cheer has done. Since the brawl. Let's play.
Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl.
We don't own this music either.
Montgomery Brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery Brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start. Montgomery Brawl. Man, shout out to the guard. Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl. Bitch, not one but them all. Montgomery.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, it's the Montgomery Brawl, man.
The Montgomery Brawl. That sounds like a nigga from Detroit too, or either the Bay Area.
Yeah, man. It's just like, I mean, like, how we supposed to really feel about this though, for real? Like,
I mean, black people think it's a win for our community because things that obviously white people did and have been doing to us. I rarely see a lot of white people jumping on black dudes though, so it was really odd that this shit happened. And they were bold. You know what I'm saying? What you doing jumping on this man because he telling y'all to move the boat? Y'all had to have some oil in your cocaine or something. I did watch the video. I didn't really see no real ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? For real, in my opinion. One like niggas was just laying niggas out. You know what I'm saying? With a pow pow. You know what I'm saying? Niggas falling over, blood just spurting out everywhere. UFC type shit. But it was interesting, of course. Unfortunately, it happened, but it happened, and now here we are. I'm not buying a t-shirt with the chair on it. I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, I think
to each his own.
I think with everything going on in the world, right? Like we're literally, believe it or not, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like talking about it. Oh, we want to live our life and all this type of shit, but we're literally on the brink of war, right? We need white folks just like white folks need black folks. So at the end of the day,
I ain't saying all that now, y'all. That was Donnie who just said that. I'm not saying that.
Listen, I'm when I speak, it's just strictly like how Pimp C used to say, this ain't got nothing to do with bun. This ain't got nothing to do with trap.
Right,
this
ain't got nothing to do with me. No.
So at the end of the day, with everything that we got going on in our world, as far as with the dollar and everything else, it's one of those situations to where, man, we don't need to have, motherfuckers doing a cheer mocking contest and shit like that and antagonizing the white folks. At the end of the day, white folks still motherfucking control all aspects of your goddamn life. They still control how you get your food. Most niggas, right? I'm not talking about my land survival niggas. I'm talking about us niggas living in cul-de-sacs, living in the city, who go to the grocery stores, who still, like I said, depend on the white man for a lot of different things. It's like at the end of the day, until we take back our name, our language, and our land, it's like, bro, like, what is we talking about for real? Like, we beat up a couple out of shape, drunken white motherfuckers. It kind of reminds me of what Ice Cube said in Higher Learning when Omar Epps was like, he was excited as fuck about that fight. Remember when they beat up the skinheads on the roof? Mm-hmm. And he was so excited and shit. And Cube was sitting there looking at him stupid. And he was like, dog, woo. And he was like, man, this shit will never justify for 400 years of slavery. Like one ass whooping will never justify that. And I think we're taking it that way. And that's the problem I have with this thing. I'm not tripping like you ain't tripping. Like the black folks that were there did what they were supposed to do, stand their ground. But what I'm saying is it's us. It's the sideline, right? It's the people doing shit like this that I feel like just kind of shows where we're at mentally. Like if you niggas really feel this way, right? Like if y'all motherfuckers really feel that, oh yeah, we all need to be whooping ass, right? Because we've been seeing a lot of videos also going viral of black versus white fights. It's like, what is we talking about? It's like, at the end of the day, they're the least of our problems right now, bro. And unless we willing to go all out, this shit right here is ridiculous to me. Just truthful.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be taken this far. Me personally.
Facts. But shout out to motherfuckers who, that's what they feel like. They pumping up the fist. Like I said, motherfuckers was posting this shit like Martin Luther King, I had a dream speech or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Ain't it funny how the nigga threw the hat, although he threw the hat off and was like, that shit make me feel like, man, that whole shit was staged, man. He was
it might have been
like he was waiting for the camera to come on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, man, come on, man. You doing all that before you fight. Did you feel like you were finna tee off on some folks? I mean, I don't know. Shit, nigga.
Exactly. Like you never know with these dudes, man. It just be a lot of weirdo shit, like for real, like lots. This next situation though, man, as we kind of spin the block, man, on something different, right? This next situation, man, like I want to know what y'all feel about this. I got to get somebody in the chat and in the comments. Let me know what y'all feeling about this situation right here.
So who sits in the back, your girl or your mom?
My mom.
Wow.
Listen to me. And my mother would have
no. I said wow because you said it fast.
My mother got to sit in the back. Are you crazy? You think I'm driving with my woman next to me in the car. We go pick up my mother. I'm gonna tell my woman get out the car and sit in the back.
I think that answer to that question is tricky.
No, it's not. My mom got to sit in the back.
You know why it's tricky? Because it's one of those things you want your woman to be able to ask your mom, like, "Come on, mom, you can sit in the front." If she wanted to do that, that's up to her. But I would never create a standard for my woman to get out of the car to sit in the back for my mom. No, ain't nothing wrong with the back of the car.
You getting a ride.
Them cushions feel just as good as the one in the front. Facts. Sit down.
So who sits in the back? Your girl.
You want me to go first on this, Donnie?
Yes, please.
My mama sit in the back seat, bro. Back seat is where people are more protected, safer. Mom dudes go in the back. Matter of fact, my girl, my woman, my wife, my girl, she ain't even finna argue about it. She ain't even finna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mom, make sure you straight back there in the back.
Right. And you know what though? I guess I kind of agree with that.
Where you put the kids at? In the back.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because the back seat is always going to be a little more safer than the front, bro. You know
that's true. That's true. That's true.
You put mom dukes in the back. Now, mom demanding to sit in the front, you know what I'm saying? Which I highly doubt that's gonna ever happen for real. Unless you just got a asshole-ish mom. And really that happens when mom don't like her daughter-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Then you had those kind of problems, but the energy is already there. So daughter-in-law probably like, man, I ain't gonna ride with y'all. You know, your mama don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? I think it's a courtesy though for the woman to get out, like the wife to get out and go into the back and let moms ride in the front if moms choose. So I think moms owns the right to sit where she wants to sit if there's no tension.
Yeah, I agree. But usually in these situations, from what I've experienced anyway, the conversation is usually already had. Your woman, if she respects your family and your mother, she's gonna be like, Mom, you want to ride in the front? What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I've not ever been in a situation where I had to worry about my mom and my woman worrying about who riding well. You know what I'm saying? Cause really, I let one of y'all motherfuckers drive and I get in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's the case. Y'all finna talk about this shit. Right. Matter of fact, I ain't finna ride with now one of y'all since y'all want to start arguing. I ain't got time for it.
And you know what though? I think if it's a situation like that too, like where they feel like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have to ride, in the back, or if there's tension on that side, all that need to be handled before we even get where we going. Because I ain't gonna want my wife feeling no type of way, just like I ain't gonna want mom's feeling no type of way. Right. So I think it's something like, I think that should be established first. Like as long as everything cool, now I really don't think it matter.
And then think about it, like when important people ride and drive in limousines and shit, where they sit, Donnie?
In the back.
In the back. Precious cargo goes where? In the back. In the back. You know what I'm saying? Not saying your lady ain't precious cargo, but mom, the elder, mom got to go in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything happened for real, I'm her son. I'm protecting her. You got to go in the back. You know what I'm saying?
I think the reason why the conversation came up is because most people feel that it's a sign of respect to ride in the front, and not ride in the back. Even though your point is well taken.
Yeah. For some reason, people do feel like it's something about the front seat. When you a kid, that front seat be like, man, I can't wait to get in that front seat. You know what I'm saying? We start calling it riding shotgun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
So it's
front
just something
seat
about that front seat
is
and
privileged.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you can see more. But then guess what? We grow up and become adults. And guess what we like to do? Nigga, we want to jump in an Uber. You know what I'm saying? And get what? I ain't getting in the front seat of no damn Uber. I'm getting in the back seat. And
facts. I mean, like you said, people ride in the back.
Room, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's just like, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with another one, Donnie, right quick. Like, since we on this topic, who comes first in your life? Your wife or your child?
My child
Comes before your wife.
Yeah.
Why?
That's the baby.
Okay.
You know, I mean, like at the end of the day, like it should be that for my wife. Like my wife,
your wife,
the baby should come before me. Like if we're both hanging off a cliff, you save the baby. You don't worry about me, and vice versa. That's how it should be. If my wife was like, "Save me, fuck the baby," no, it's something going on. You're going to get the baby. I'm going to get the child. Like,
usually
you know
that's how it is in that situation. You know
right.
what I'm saying? But when it comes to who are you going to make happy first? Your wife or your child? Who's more important when it comes to that aspect of life?
I think both, because if your wife is not happy, it's going to lead to a very unsettling household.
Boy, well, let me say,
and if your child is not happy, they can rebel and do some crazy shit.
But guess what though? Like if your old lady got a problem, the whole household riding on her side, boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
that's true. That's true.
Be like somewhere, even though your kids love you, they be like, nigga, we ain't fucking with you right now, daddy. You know?
Yeah. It's like the wife kind of controls the mood in the household.
She do, man. Like, so you
so,
got to kind of make sure, even though you love everybody, you make sure everybody's straight. But you gotta make sure the woman's straight. Same with her. She got to make sure you straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying the kids are not important, because they are very, very, very important. But when in a relationship and in a union, man, you better make sure you're let all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, for real, you better, because you coming out, everybody eating.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't got, you like, well, mine at?
You ain't even got your plate made. Look. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to make sure. That's what they say. That's the realest line ever. Happy wife, happy life. That brings us to our next situation here. This story went viral. Okay, before we move on.
My man said, that's me, fam. She didn't ask to be here. She didn't ask for it. She didn't ask to be here. Definitely ain't nobody asked to be here. Ain't nobody asked to be in a relationship either. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just where you at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you just gotta make sure everybody's straight in the house, man. You know what I'm saying?
But it just goes to this next situation though, right? Happy wife, happy life. I want to know, do you feel that this woman handled this situation correctly? Let's go ahead and play this.
Gotcha.
For me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a and I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. No, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, we no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue getting money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. But I'm gonna other people, and I hope you do too.
Ooh. Jesus Christ!
And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we gonna do what we want to do outside this house, because to this point it has worked. Fight for me, great, because I love you.
Don Peoples, you know what? This is where the conversation comes in about what men can handle versus what women can handle. Because guess what we can't do? Guess what I can't do? I can't handle another man busting my old lady cheeks up. My nigga, look, and I always go to the extreme, right? This is what my mind I always go to. So you mean to tell me you went and sucked the nigga dick and came home and killed me and my motherfucking mom?
Ooh!
Oh my God!
Shit.
Hell no, my nigga, I ain't with none of that right there, my boy.
And the way, so what you telling her? But what you telling her? As far as like, okay, after she said that, we didn't hear his motherfucking reply. Because mysteriously the motherfucking clip ended when it was time for him to motherfucking talk. I want to know what the fuck play the role of her man. First off, you getting confronted with this shit. Obviously, there's other motherfuckers in the room, right?
You want me to? So you want me to say exactly what I would say first?
Yeah, I mean, like she didn't caught you cheat. I mean, like everything. You want to listen to it again so you can kind of.
No, once she say that once she say that we gonna stay together, and we both gonna have sex with other people. Bitch, you out your goddamn mind, crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you gonna tell her? That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna continue to cheat?
No. I mean, you know, that's what if I'm cheating, I don't know, bro, because I'm not a cheater, so I don't know what cheaters do. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But I'm guessing in a situation like this, I'm gonna be like, no, I ain't gonna cheat no more, right?
Right.
So no, we can't do this. Like, I don't want to continue to cheat. Now I just want to be with you, honey. I made a mistake. I wanted some different worker. It was good, and I'm done with it.
So that would have been
really all boys to the side, my name. If you think about it, right?
Right.
After you have sex with a woman about 10 times, my nigga, you know, sometimes you be cool. For real. That it's the wow factor is kind of done. You know what I'm saying? Because within 10 times, she done did whatever you like from the rooter to the tooter. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, niggas getting that shit the first whop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? First, second whop. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, do you want to keep cheating and get cheated on? Now y'all live in y'all have an open marriage, open relationship. Do you want a nigga dick to be on your girl forehead right here? And you come home, she's shorter than you, you kiss her on her forehead. You done kiss the bottom of the nigga. Look, a nigga dick been right there, bro. You know,
I mean, that's goddamn.
When
it's like once you get caught, I'm a firm believer, right? That once an individual, male or female, get caught cheating, you should end the relationship.
Man,
like no matter what's involved, no matter what's going on, you might as well just end the relationship, because at the end of the day, you've opened up a can that I don't think will never be able to be closed.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Women are so strong, bro, because a lot of times they don't leave, especially when the situation is, you know, they got a home, they got a family, they got kids.
Right. And then you heard what she said. We're going to continue to get this money together, and we're going to continue to raise our daughter. Like, you know, I feel her logic in this shit, though. And she also said, she was like, nigga, you act like you the only one that motherfuckers want to fuck on. You know, but see, I think what women need to also understand, though, right, is that.
Hold on, man. Let me hear the comment, man. My man said, open out. I absolutely would not debate with her on that. Just let me leave without divorce. You keep your money and let me keep mine. She been cheating. That's why she could say that.
Damn, T, that's how you feel? None ya.
About that. You already been had something going on to make her really even say, well, let me go ahead and just get it on out the bag right now. So that way he won't ever find out that I'm cheating. But now I'm going to go ahead and tell him I'm finna let some other nigga smash. That's what she did. My man said, Trav, this how she gonna look when you say I'm done cheating.
But I think also too, like what she said, right? Don't bring me no babies, don't bring me no disease. I think a man kind of controls that, right? Because if you know anything about most STDs, that shit lies in your semen, nigga. So at the end of the day, if a nigga fucks you and he puts one in you, nigga, you gonna bring one. It's more likely that your silly ass gonna bring something home to him versus him bringing something home to you. You know what I'm saying?
So it can happen. Yeah,
I'm just saying though, it's more likely. This is why gay motherfuckers really catch more diseases, because they ejaculating them motherfuckers. So that type of situation, that's some nasty shit, but it's the truth. So a man controls the outcome of that, bro. If a nigga got foul intentions, he could just slip it off and just motherfucking just put one in you. Especially if he know you got a dude at home, because you probably gonna tell him, right? Like, you already know the woman's able to be honest.
I got a question.
But think about it. The woman is able to be honest. But go ahead, get your question on. I want you to.
I got a question. If you know she got a dude at home, should you be barebacking? If you know she got a dude at home, should you be taking off into her without a rubber, bro?
No, you should not. You should not. But I think most niggas would, because a nigga, you got to think, unless he has somebody at home, right? Now, if he's single and you and you one of his main things, he might try to motherfucking be trying to dog walk you because he want to get nasty and dog walk you so you could take it home to your nigga. So you see what I'm saying?
All right. So let me ask you this: Do you think when men deal with women that are married or in a relationship,
right,
they feel like they're a little safer because they're probably only involved with their husband or their guy, so they can hit raw? Do you think niggas feel like that? Niggas think like that.
I also think it's a dominant factor too, though, bro. Like it's a domination factor. Like when you're able to just totally do what you want with a chick or whatever the case may be, it's a domination factor.
She said, "Stop playing devil's advocate."
Stop the cap.
Hey, look. So my thing is,
okay,
what niggas don't understand is, see, like she might be married, and that might be the only person that she dealing with, right? She cheating with you.
Right.
But you don't know what he doing, bro. He could be out here digging in man moon pie. Nigga, so all that shit getting swirled up in her vagina, my nigga. Man, you know what I'm saying? And you dipping in that, nigga, without a motherfucking bag on your dick. But you put a trash bag on your dick if you got to. That's what I call it. Trash bag.
So what's
trash going in the bag.
So I want you to pull this up real quick.
What we got?
If your nigga, if I'm asking the ladies, right? If your nigga, he could be dipping into this and then coming home, right? So if he dipping into something like this, now you know this motherfucker different. Now he dipping into this, bro. He come home spooning your ass. How you gonna feel about that shit right there? How you gonna feel about that shit right
you
there?
Put on your cheek piercings. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love the chain you put on your cheek piercings.
I mean, you know, I've been seeing her flow around the internet lately, my nigga, and this is not.
Or it could be this though, right? It could be a situation. You come home, ladies, right? Like it's certain levels of cheating, right? Like I said, a motherfucker come home. Now you look at this right here. This situation. Let's get this pulled up right here.
Let me just play it.
Let's play it.
In my crib with my best friend. Bro. They're wilding right now. My blood is boiling right now. Excuse me. So this is what we doing? Really? This really what we doing, Mike?
What you mean is what we
doing?
What you doing here?
What am I doing? I live here. This is my house. What do you mean?
You're not supposed to be at home right now.
I saw you on my doorbell camera.
Yes, I live here.
See,
too,
you
so
crazy. Are you serious? This what we doing? This really what we doing?
So you upset?
You're supposed to be at work right now, Mike. You just started a new job.
About me being at work. You didn't care the whole 6 months.
You ain't have a work. Exactly. I tried to help you, but I did out your resume.
I'm trying to find a job, and she was keeping me company.
Are you serious? Yes. I did the reason you got the job now is because of me, because I did your resume. Are you serious?
That doesn't matter.
You're wilding right now.
I understand what you said, but this shit fake to me. I'm gonna tell you why, right? I'm gonna tell you why this. Nigga, how is you in the bed up on the covers with a motherfucker with some shorts on? Nigga, you supposed to be butt ass naked, nigga. I'm already naked. As soon as she come in the door, my shit already poked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
You're right. It's a lot of, but he could have just got done hidden. It could have been a situation. She could have just laid in the room.
Naked,
now remember,
naked.
I'm gonna tell you, as a nigga, I don't sleep, motherfucker. I sleep with something on. I don't like the feeling of my shit just being naked on the bed.
I understand that, right? It ain't
like, you feel what I'm saying? So some niggas like to sleep with shirt, wife beaters on, wife beaters off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own sleeping preference, just like a lady, right? If he lives there, he chilling. She could have just came and laid in the room with him.
They said they was smashing. I thought they was smashing though.
I mean, he could have smashed her, whatever. Like,
look how they would look how like it looked like she ain't got on no, but I don't know. But
I'm just saying, most niggas just, I ain't gonna say I ain't speaking for other niggas, but I'm just saying I would be in a situation like that for the most part, unless I was just about to smash. I would be in boxers or shorts or some shit like that.
You were asking the ladies about this situation, right?
Yeah.
Ladies in the chat, how would you feel about this? Drop it in the chat right quick, like, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, nigga, my best friend was smashing my old lady. I'm gonna have a real serious problem, and we might have to go on hit You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
at the end of the
my
day,
best friend, if my best friend was hitting my old lady, we got
we got, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though,
I'm
gonna appreciate you for opening that shit up to me and letting me know what's really happening.
But I still gotta whoop your ass.
We still gotta hit though. We got to go, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no shootout. We ain't got to shoot out. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna fight.
Yo, but what happens if you work with the nigga and you end up getting your ass whooped and the nigga smash your bitch?
It is what it is. You still fight though.
But I'm saying, what's got to be knock you out though?
But
what got you swing a couple, he dupe you, and then he knock you out.
You can try again, or you can Jake say,
are you picking up the pistol at that point to finish him off when you wake up? Or
9 times out of 10, somebody gonna pick the pistol up. But I don't think you should do that. You just got knocked out, nigga. Shit, try again. Catch that nigga in 7 days, nigga, your shit heal up. You know what I'm saying? If he knock you out again,
that nigga knock you out twice.
You got to get your other best friend. Jump on, you know what I'm saying? I got to jump on that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You might resort to some other tactics, guys.
You know what I'm saying? You might need to just got there and do some UFC training. Go take your little go to the dojo, take your little class. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to choke the nigga out or something, break the nigga arm when he try to swing on you or something. You got to take it to drastic measure. That's how I feel. You keep whooping my ass, I'm gonna hit you in the head with a bat, nigga.
I'm gonna do something.
You come back and beat my ass with a bat, let me be quiet.
Boy, stop.
You feel me? What we got up next, man?
So, man, shout out to the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Inc.
Ass Kickers Association. See, you talking about these bitches, and then we look. Excuse me, I don't mean to say that. I got people that I love, ladies, that are AKAs. But y'all still some ass kickers though. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, my dog.
But no, yeah, they opened up a members only credit union, the first of its kind in American history. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up right here.
And can finally put their money where their communities are now that the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has its own credit union.
The power of the black dollar and the power that black women have.
The For Members Only, or FMO, credit union is the first black-owned, women-led, sorority-based digital banking financial institution in the history of the United States. The AKAs are one of America's oldest service organizations, founded by college-educated African-American women with nearly 500,000 members internationally.
Everyone doesn't understand the impact we make financially. So you have to start doing things so that folks know we know how to control our money.
FMO's grand opening at the group's international headquarters here in Chicago coincides with the 115-year-old sororities leadership conference.
Hey, yes.
Woo! The FMO is chartered, regulated, and insured by the National Credit Union Administration and will offer during the first year of operations primary savings, loans, and other banking services. It's open to AKA members, their immediate families, AKA staff, and credit union employees.
Every member will be an owner of a credit union.
The first of its kind credit union is based in part on the sorority's 6 initiatives, which include building economic wealth. Plans for the credit union began a few years ago. The idea to create economic health and financial stability for women of color. Women can finally put their money where their community.
I think that's all right, though, Don.
I think that's dope. But I wonder what the requirements are going to be. Are they going to finance single black males? They're gonna ask you. They're gonna ask you certain questions like, "Nigga, what you did to? Why you single and shit? Like, why you ain't? What you did to your girl and shit?
Yeah, probably
some shit like that." But to kind of reverse back a little bit before we kind of move forward, though, right now, because we didn't get nobody to say nothing on that last one. But I think this one right here, though, right? I think this one right here is the ultimate. Like, some niggas, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there is levels to the cheat game right here. Like, this right here, man, I found that this one was real crazy, bro.
Treated my boyfriend of a whole year to a trip in Greece for his birthday. We Chicagoans. We knew no one in Cyprus. However, when we checked in, he left me behind at the hotel to go sightseeing alone. He was gone for a whole hour. Ignoring my calls, I panicked. Went to the hotel lobby to find him helping his wife check in. He told me he was broke. I paid for everything.
Oh my God.
He told me he was leaving her. Obviously not. He never came back to our room. I toured Greece solo, tears in every photo. on checkout day, I found out that my credit card paid for 2 rooms. He said, I'm sorry. I promised my wife a proper honeymoon before I divorced her, and I never could afford it. I know he loves me and that he's conflicted. I don't want him to go to jail, but I want him to know that I don't appreciate the theft and being stranded in Greece alone. Advice. I treated my boyfriend of a whole year to a trip in Greece for him.
Now, she is a little delusional at the end. I know he loves me. I disagree with you on that, baby. Yeah. Hey, man, I don't know what to say, but this, man, niggas be coming up with some scams and schemes, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm talking about nigga got flew his whole wife out, dated this chick for a whole year, and used the chick's card to, man, you can't make this shit up, bro. Like, you can't make this shit up. I was gonna use it for the fuckery, but you can't make this shit up.
Man, this is really, really, really crazy, man. I hate that happened to you, young lady. Like when the video was wrote, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have been in Greece that weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody would have caught her, but she was vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was ready to have a good time. And she didn't talk about that. Because I'm sure she talking about she toured Greece solo. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, baby.
Met you a Grecian.
Something he put that motherfucker on your forehead up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that was one of those. I think that was one of those situations, man.
That's
so ladies,
crazy,
you
man.
gotta watch these niggas, man. Ladies, you gotta watch them.
How would you act in a situation like this, Donnie, if it was vice versa? You took a woman out of the country, have a good time with her, she disappear on you. You walk out, you walk into the lobby of the hotel to see her talking to a guy, and she's like, "Yeah, this is my husband." And then she runs the story down on you. What do you say in that moment when she be like, "Yeah, this is my husband," Donnie?
And
you gonna clear
use my credit card?
You paid for everything.
Oh, first off, that nigga gotta give me the bread back.
I feel like you gonna go to jail in Greece.
Nigga. Yeah. I'm going
Like,
to jail in Greece because that nigga gotta give me the bread back. First off, she lost her mind, cuz, and for
but
you
what
to
if he
go
be like,
along with this shit.
What if he be like, I ain't know you paid. She just told me to. She sent me the itinerary. I just caught the flight. I ain't know that was on you, bro.
Okay, well, you gotta give me that bread back, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, you know what's going on. She going between both rooms, man. You stupid. Like, I'm coming at him a whole different way.
Here we go. You see this right here? What Lofa got to say? I would have him seen about in the streets.
Facts. Dropping bombs. The lustful goddess. Goddamn.
In the street. They get
definitely got to get. Yeah, you definitely got to get seen. Seen. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Yes, all that. Like,
crazy, man.
Like all that. You got to get all that. No questions asked.
That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Yes,
y'all way in Greece. Nigga, y'all in the middle of America. Y'all live in Chicago. And y'all way in Greece.
You took this nigga to Greece.
Greece.
That's something that most motherfuckers. I mean, you know, like you took him to Greece.
Where you at, baby?
Like
I need you to hop in the inbox. Not DeadBolt ATL at the cool one, because if you hop in the inbox and he see it before I do, this nigga gonna say something, and then I'm too late. If he say something to you before I do, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that is wild.
That is crazy, bro. But yeah, I feel sorry for her. I really do. This next situation though, man, that's taking place, man. I feel sorry for my man Tory Lanez, bro. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, like he got what he deserved. He shot Megan Thee Stallion. I still beg to differ. And this clip right here that's been going viral explaining why I beg to differ, we're going to go ahead and play it. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe he's really in jail for what we think he's really in jail for. I believe this is the reason.
Oh, woo! Yes! 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 What? Yes!
Nigga, what's the reason? Nigga?
Yes, I know you see it. Yes.
What we see?
Y'all gotta understand what's going on right now. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. That's cool. It's not on me. It's not on me. At the start of this, I told you I'm not gonna beg you to make this fucking money. Yes, nigga. You know what's crazy? I sat there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I wondered for a long time, yo, how am I get back, bro? How am I get back right? They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. And you know what I said, bro? I sat there. I said, you know what? This isn't on me. This isn't a me thing no more. This isn't a Tory versus the world. This isn't that. You know what I did? I immediately went to praying. I immediately went to straight praying. The first thing I prayed, I said, God, show me a way. Show me a way. Just show me how I can get through here. Show me a way. Show me something that's different. Show me when the world is standing against me, show me a different way. And I prayed, I kept praying. And God told me he was going to bless me 1,000 times over. To the point one day I'm praying one day, my nigga. And one day I'm all praying and it gets to this standpoint where I'm like, yo, I'll just start, it's like God just starts speaking through me and he's telling me, and I'm praying with my man E, and I'm like, and God's speaking through me, he's just like, y'all are about to step into something that you can't even fathom the blessings of. Like you can't even.
Donnie, what is he gonna get to the point? What we got? Well, no,
he gonna get to the point. Let him keep talking.
Okay, you know, for YouTube purposes, we got to come in and you know what I'm saying. But yep, let me go ahead.
And for a second, I said I'm not gonna question it. I'm just have my faith, and I'm gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? And every time they try to stop me, I just kept praying. I just kept going. Y'all not understanding what's going on. Let me fully explain this to you. I told y'all $1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spend $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand. One of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are sold. They're sold. Go look at the list right now and see how small the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. You're fucking welcome. We here. You understand why I'm going so crazy? I can't believe I did this shit.
What's up?
So basically, and you know, I'm not even hip to NFTs like that. I never really got on that wave of what was going on, but when that album dropped, he was selling his album as an NFT and he sold it for $1. So he made $1 million, made $1 million off the album. And then he had, you know, the album was being, you know, resold, you know, NFTs, obviously you could resell them and all like that. It was getting resold for 50 and 60,000. Therefore, you don't need a record label or anything like that. Now, remember, we dropped a video earlier. You know, like I said, for y'all who don't follow the YouTube on the rig, y'all make sure y'all tap in. Don Peoples, let's talk about it. I'm dropping videos. I talked about him walking away with his masters. So he walked away with his masters, was able to do this, which literally cracked the game. And if you know that this was like a smack, like, right, we're gonna lock this nigga up, we're gonna find a way to get this nigga, so to speak, right? I think this was a situation where they made an example out of Tory Lanez. They made an example out of Tory Lanez, and that's why nobody else has done since he did that. Nobody else has done that.
Yeah, I can see that, dog.
You can see that, right?
I can see that. I can see that exactly how you just explained that shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole Meg thing. Yeah.
You see how they just took that and why they would have had. It's like he could have threw a bottle through a window, bro, and would have got 5 years. I think, you know, we all know that the music industry and the prison systems is all tied in hand in hand. So, you know, I think this was the real reason why Tory Lanez is behind bars, especially with that sentence that he got.
10.
Like 10. And Megan Thee Stallion, nigga, was back performing within 3 months. Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, man, it's crazy, bro. Like that we as a whole, right? Like me and you could sit here and be like, yeah, I can see the connection here, especially how he just explained it. Like, yo, I sold my album as an NFT. I cut out the middleman, right? I cut out the middleman. And I made $1 million. And I think what it was, one day or some stupid shit like that. He probably made more.
In a minute, less than a minute.
It's like, come on, man. He cracked the code. Like he cracked the code. And I think him doing that is what led to him ultimately being in that situation with Meg Thee Stallion, man.
It led to his demise.
It led to his demise, and now, that's why nobody else has tried to do that since that situation, because they know, like, if we do something, this is what's going to happen. They made a public example of him. What we got in the comments?
He's speaking on the gatekeepers in the music industry. He burned some bridges he shouldn't have.
Yeah, absolutely.
But can't really say names. He know who's suppressing the game.
Facts. Definitely. I mean, him walking away, like I said, walking away with his masters, being a free agent, you got to think, shit, Meek Mills ain't doing that shit. He's allegedly a free agent. He has a name like Tory, like he can, do an NFT or, why don't rappers just sell directly to their fans? Like, think about it. Like, once you become famous, right? And you go through your first contract cycle, it could be 4 albums, 3 albums, whatever. And if you're not performing at a level to where you're getting out of that loan debt, right? Because all the album advance is a loan. So if you're not outperforming that and not coming up in the green, then if you keep coming up in the negative, a label will just drop you. If they feel like they can't profit off you or whatever the case may be, they'll just write you off at that point. At that point, you've established a certain base of fans. Why not keep yourself popping and release your own music and stuff like that? It still begs that I don't understand why they don't.
There are artists that do that though. There are a few artists that do that. Look at Big Crit. Big Crit been left Def Jam a long time ago, been independent, and he does well for himself. Now he's not huge as Drake, as far as how much money he bringing in, but guess what? We really don't even know. Like a lot of independent artists, we don't know what they do because a lot of people don't be in the limelight at all, flashy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. There's a lot of look at niggas like what's your boy name, man? Tech Nine. Is it Tech Nine? The nigga from
Tech Nine. Tech Nine.
He been independent forever. He's he been making music, my nigga, for years. And he's very well known and can tour right now. And he's selling out shows, bro. He ain't been signed to no major label. You know what I'm saying? His music is a little different though, but it's still rap music though. But he does an example, man. Like you can do that, you know what I'm saying? But it just seemed like a lot of rappers want that. They want what a label can give them.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree with that.
Like being signed, you get all the media publicity, all this type of shit. I don't. That shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
The man said Meek don't have the smarts to do that. I thought he tried though, but I thought he tried to get it. Like I thought he tried to. Wasn't something going on about his masters, and he was trying to get away from Rick Ross or some shit like that.
It seemed like they cool now. Like he didn't work that out. Obviously, since then, Ralston bought his house, all that type of shit. Yeah, I mean, I think that shit is, I think that shit is crazy when you think about it. When you just think about it in itself, I think it's nuts. What's going on with Tory Lanez in that situation? But like he said, he crossed the wrong niggas. I think this situation, though, man, as we move forward, though, man, is and I know you're a big component of AI, but when AI is now affecting our strip clubs, like what are we talking about at this point?
One strip club is catering to the audience. Sapphire Las Vegas will roll out the world's first robotic exotic dancers. You heard it right. We have a pair.
Nigga, this ain't AI and this robotics. Nigga. It's totally different.
You going to this club?
No, I don't. On the VR headset, I still ain't going. I don't want to see no damn machine do this. Look, my man got quarters. Throw them damn quarters at their ass, man, and knock their ass off the stage. Man, yeah, I don't want to see none of this in no strip club.
There wasn't none of that.
They will not. This is in Vegas, so people will pay just to see robots do this type of shit. I can understand paying for that experience. Like you will pay to go to the wax museum or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But in Atlanta, Georgia, you talking about going to the Flame or the Pinup or somewhere like that, and they got robots in there, but we'll tear the club up. Bro. Stop playing. Let me go up in Strokers and they got this shit up in here. I might go get my gun, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I'm.
Oh, you gonna ask for a refund?
No, I don't even want the money back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want the money back because something funny. Not the money funny to me. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all done put a chip on the dollar or something. I don't know. I'm straight. But this would not happen in Atlanta, Georgia.
You don't think you'll never think we'll see robotics in Atlanta, Georgia?
Absolutely not. Before robotics, nigga, OnlyFans will be at an all-time high. I would subscribe to every stripper OnlyFans, nigga, and have a virtual situation with it. With the VR headset, nigga, on OnlyFans, nigga, what you talking about? Shit. Before I do that, in the privacy of my own home where I'm safe at, I can drink, I can smoke, I can do whatever I want to do.
All that.
OnlyFans, virtual reality. I mean, he'll pull one out. You know
pull on that.
But nah, this weird, bro. That's weird. This weird.
I'm gonna tell you also what's weird, and I just wanted to give a little laughter before we got into some crazy stuff. When it comes to what's been going on in Maui with these wildfires, shout out and our prayers obviously go to the people of Maui. But I don't believe that this was just no wildfire. It's a lot of proof that this might be an actual HARP technology. I mean, they've already came out and said they can control the weather. Hell, it's crazy though. I wanted to show some of this footage that actually took place out there.
This was no wildfire. A wildfire that demolishes buildings, leaving trees standing, leaving restaurant umbrellas and trees untouched, yet having the power to destroy a boat.
Interesting.
In the middle of the ocean. Mindful, though, there are a lot of people that claim they see beam energy weapons. All of these images that I've seen circulating around have been around for many years. Yet what we are seeing here is definitely no wildfire. Wildfires do not completely burn out vehicles, glass and all, yet leaving nearby trees and utility poles still standing upright. We truly seem to be at a war between us and them. And the sad part, most people are blissfully unaware of it, even after the last few years. A true battle of good versus evil is being waged right now all around us. It is your choice whether or not you want to believe it, but your consent is not required. These evil actions will continue to happen with increased regularity as the powers to be struggle and grasp to take every bit of control they can from us. The guise of climate change, the guise of public health, whatever emergency they can create for a problem they want to solve, all with the same end goal of control. The truth is hidden in plain sight. Question everything, friends. Until next time. And prayers to the people of Maui.
Yo, this is very, very, very interesting, my guy. No BS. I haven't saw this video, but this definitely piques my interest, man.
It's crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy. Because I see that if this video footage is actually from Maui and where the wildfires are, fire takes down everything, bro. These trees would not be standing. You know what I'm saying? How is
umbrellas?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy, bro.
And like he said, like you can see, there's always been pictures of the little beams and stuff like that. I think, like he said, man, the truth is always hidden in plain sight. We are aware of HAARP. Like HAARP does exist. We are aware now that they can control the weather, right? That's admitted. Now people would say, well, why did they try to blow up or do this to Maui? Well, allegedly there was some property, and a lot of that property is owned by the local residents and stuff who did not want to sell, who did not want to come up off their property. And this is kind of the aftermath to it. It's a lot of stuff that's over here, resources and stuff that they wanted to get their hands on and stuff like that. But it goes to show you, man, the power of the government, though. You know what I'm saying? I think overall, when you look at it for what it's worth, it's like, like the government has a lot of technology that people, they hear that exists but don't want to admit it. So when something like this happens, most people are going to write it off as a wildfire. But like you said, certain things are just left standing.
Check the comments, bro. You see, I'm right here reading. I'm reading the comments, man. Motherfucker said one witness stated that a firestorm ripped through our island so fierce that the ocean caught fire. Now ask yourself, what can make salt water burn? Hey, man, this shit deep, man. Check out this comment right here, man. The person said, I live in Oahu. If I said that correctly, I think I did. There was definitely something wrong. An operation or something, no emergency sirens, food and supplies were being blocked. The death toll is much higher. Seems like Hawaii was either attacked or it's a testing ground for a larger city. That's interesting, bro.
Absolutely. We got any more cool comments on there? I like to hear comments from people that got from Maui and all these spots.
Wow.
A lot of smart. What did they say right there?
They say in January in Maui, they had a smart city conference to turn Maui into an entire smart island, changing everything into electric, renewable solar panels, and pushing everybody into electric vehicles. Next month in September, Hawaii is hosting the Digital Government Summit using AI to govern the island. It's almost like they're resetting something. I can see that happening, bro. Do a major reset. I think COVID was like a reset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with this type of technology, though, right, that's able to create typhoons and all this type of stuff, like, hell, this might be a way to get everybody off the coast, because believe it or not, I think they say all of our infrastructure lies on the coastal lines.
And then they distract us with the Montgomery ball. They distract us. That's because that's a huge distraction.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what the majority of our community has been focused on for the past week. Kind of since this shit here happened, bro. Kind of since this fire has happened in Maui, the Montgomery brawl has also popped off. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, it's all during kind of the same timeline. Like this is weird, dog. This is weird as hell, because if this is actual footage from that, that's like a whole small city that's gone. You know, or parts of it, or however it is.
No, it's like the whole city or some shit like that.
It's the whole city?
Yeah.
Hey man, this shit wow, bro.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean that shit is crazy, bro. Like it just lets you know what the kind of technology that they're playing with. It's real wild, man. Our prayers go out to the families in Hawaii. Shout out to my man E-Man. Y'all already know, man. If y'all need
what's going on, dog?
Y'all gotta holler at my dude. You know I'm coming to get cleaned up on Thursday. I will be there, my friend. But yeah, I mean it's crazy, man. Like this like you said, the distraction with the Montgomery ball took our attention away from what they're doing here and stuff like that. I think it's crazy. I think also what's weird too, right? As we shift just a little bit, but so recently, some of Barack Obama's letters, right, from the 80s, like his ex-girlfriend, released some private letters. Now, nowadays this would be text messages, right?
This is so funny, man. It would be a text. You're right. Nowadays it'd be a text message.
It'd be a text message, but he wrote letters,
man.
And Barack wrote a letter in the 80s to his ex-girlfriend saying, "I make love to man daily, but in the imagination.
That's freaky. That's nasty. Actually, Barack, that's nasty, guy.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like, if
more
you're
and more, Barack Obama
is a
wants
switch
to. Yeah, I mean, it just
He's
makes you
switch hitter.
think.
Or
It
he
makes
like
you think
men.
because I get sent a lot of video on Michelle Obama being on that
There's a
other
lot.
side.
There's a lot of video going around that talks about that.
Yeah,
But,
so
that alleges that. I'm gonna say that.
yeah, it alleges it. We'll never know the truth, right? I mean, like
Nobody will
just to
never
be
know,
honest,
other than them.
nobody will never know the truth. But I find it interesting that it'd be a lot of shit that just so happen to make sense. Like,
I agree.
but you
that it's
can't. But you can't. But like you said, you can't just say it because we just don't have proof. But let me ask you nowadays, right? What is proof? Proof used to be what you could see back in the day.
Well, it's still now for me, proof is what I know for a fact. Like either the person that that is involved with the situation is telling me what's actually going on, giving me proof, because that's what things of the past I can't really prove. Perfect example, like holidays. You know, everybody feel different about holidays, but everything was something that we read or that we were taught. I can't prove that just because people I trust told me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know what Christmas is, pagan, whatever people say it is.
Right.
I can only listen and go about it the best way for my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, yeah, nigga, that's a fact. That's what happened. Because guess what? I just read that shit or somebody told me. The same way I found out about
so crazy that in
I got my real belief.
2023 that this shit is still a taboo.
What
right? That just people just can't come out and just say that's who they are. People of power, people in sports, people you know, like in actors and just those type of people. Because regular people can just come out and say, "Hey, I'm a switch," or or whatever. Like, I don't think the world would be against Barack if he just came out and said, "Look, I'm this, and Michelle is this."
I agree with you.
I don't think nobody would. You know, I think they would still have the momentum just because they're black.
You know what's crazy? In America, if the allegations against Michelle Obama were facts, in America, she would get a lot of support for that, bro. She would be praised. I hate to say it, my nigga, but in our country, man, she would be shot to the top of the totem pole. Like, kind of like the Jenner person, Kris Jenner, kind of like that. You see what happened to Kris Jenner, but I don't know what's going on with them folks now. But you see how that happened.
But it seems like, okay, we give them, like you said, people support them and just life, right? But it's not like these people can be in a position of power. Because at the end of the day, I try to make the facts, right? The one thing that Barack did was he legalized and did all the stuff dealing with gay marriage. Like, that's one of the things that he did. And also, he was the first one to start attacking Africa, coming at Africa to accept the alternative agendas. And now Biden is just trying to hammer it home because, you know, they chill. Trump wasn't on that shit. So they was good with Trump. But so it went from Barack, remember, to Trump to Biden. So
same camp, though.
Yeah, same camp. Biden and Trump. Biden and Barack. Same camp. So it went from pumping that shit, Barack trying to make them accept that, to then now Biden. It's just something sticky behind that shit, bro. So my thing about this letter, bro, if he was fantasizing about that shit, he was actually doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he could have just told his girl that, but I don't understand why would he write that to her though. Like,
so he
like, what was you on?
He could have been like your boy and Queen. You seen the Bohemian Rhapsody movie?
I ain't hip.
That's a really good movie, man, about the rock group Queen. A lot of people done seen that, but you know, he just told his wife, like, "Yo, I like dudes, man. I'm sorry." You know, he was honest with her. You know, she left him, and he took care of her for the rest of her life.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But he just felt like he needed to tell her that, though. You know what I'm saying? She was like, all right, nigga, fuck you, nigga, bye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree. I
Like,
definitely agree with that. I definitely agree
shit,
with that.
you know, the same thing probably happened to Barack. He tell me, you know, I like dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
she be like,
wow,
and she be like, nigga, you know, I don't let me stop.
Or maybe she,
maybe he know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, this was so motherfucking crazy about that shit. But
yeah,
we never know, man. You never know.
You
but
never
I just
know,
more shit coming out about it, man. Eventually, the cat gonna be out the bag. Eventually, but back on the hip hop news situation, man. Like, I think I'm gonna tell you something. I think Lil Durk, man, got the balls to steal, man, for being in Chicago and doing a fucking show at the United Center. I think this is crazy because obviously this nigga got real ops, right? Police were seen, I mean, not police, but people were seen looting and stealing merch as police look for an active shooter at the Lil Durk concert. I don't know what's going on in Chicago, man. Like,
I do.
Y'all in this looting.
You at home, you a BD. You talk that bullshit. I expect this at the Lil Durk concert.
Yeah, because you got some hits, like you said. You got some
Chicago,
hits that's going to ignite the crowd. Like
anywhere, matter of fact, anywhere around that little Midwest area where they banging at, I expect this type of activity there. I don't know. Something about BD just don't sit right with me. It just sound bad. Obviously, maybe for obvious reasons or whatever, but reasons that we might know. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Dirk, you can't do shows at home without something happening.
I think we got some footage. Let's run some of this. What we got?
Oh, what the hell? I thought somebody threw something.
Somebody shoot.
Somebody Wayne Crop. My man said he throws rocks and hides his hand. That's all I can say. That's what Dirk do, Donnie.
Yeah, that's what he be on, man. Like,
that would it be on.
I mean,
man.
it's crazy, but it's crazy that, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, he's able to, you know, do shows. They was looking for an active shooter in that situation. I can definitely see somebody sneaking the Thule up in there. Dirk definitely got Dirk is definitely. I think this will be his last show in Chicago, though. You know, because he did another show at the United Center for his last tour. You know, but I think after this, they're not going to do that. And then with all the looting and stuff, see the thing about with the looting and everything that's going on in Chicago and California, I pray that don't hit Atlanta real hard, bro, because what that's going to do is that's going to shut down everything. You know, San Francisco has pretty much closed up all of their downtown, all of their high merchandise stores because of all the looting. You know, it's like all that do is make it bad for us, bro.
Right.
Like, just to think about it, like that really make it bad for us to where we can't go shopping, we can't go out and enjoy because niggas is gonna loot, niggas gonna do something crazy. All that's gonna make them do is want to lock your monkey ass back up.
I expect that though. No bullshit. I just expect, depending on where you're going, man. I already have I'm already preparing myself just in case bullshit goes down.
Facts.
Especially nigga, especially if I go to a nightclub, certain concerts I might go to, certain ones. You know what I'm saying? I know there's gonna be some concert where I'm gonna feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But I know certain shows, but you might need to just have some extra in the car for you, or just some. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas don't know you can get in concerts with knives. You know what I'm saying? So you might have a little poker on you.
And then with the gang affiliation that goes on in Chicago, somebody's working the door. There's ways that they can get bangers in the spots, just like in the clubs, in the jail. again, like I could definitely see that shit going down, especially when certain songs come on. You know, he probably blurping certain words out and shit because you in Chicago, but niggas really done lost lives. Niggas is really in the crowd who done lost lives behind that nigga.
You heard me? I thought my camera was on. They ain't burping nothing now, nigga. I don't believe that. They letting everything fly, nigga.
I don't think they doing that.
Say what you want. He just has to know what to say. But at the same time, though, if you say this shit on your record, nigga, you should say this shit on a live show. I'm coming with that.
You can't stand on certain shit when you trying to get your money because that's a lawsuit. Like you already know, like you got to get insurance. As a nigga that I didn't book shows. You got to have certain insurances at this venue. That's a multi-million-dollar insurance at that United Center. They had to be took out for that tour.
You get that. You get it. It's because he gonna sell out. He gonna sell out. You know
he gonna sell out. But you know what I'm saying. You don't want that liability. You know what I'm saying. You saying certain words is gonna ignite riots and shit like that, nigga. That's gonna get your whole bag fucked up. So I don't think Dirk on that type of time.
You hope don't nothing happen.
Yeah, that's all you can do is hope in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody know who he is and what he stands for, what he represents, what he has been involved with. So in Chicago, boy, that's a danger zone.
Right.
Yeah, bring your ass back to Atlanta. It might be a danger zone out here too.
Or speaking of, like you said, Chicago, but speaking of that, let's keep it in the Midwest. I want to shout out my boys, Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying, for getting the well-deserved East 99 street dedicated to them in Cleveland, my hometown, man. Shout out to Bone,
man.
Thug, and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? For
yeah, that's all right down, man. On East 99, man. You know, I got a family that live on East 98. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Right there, you know what I'm saying, in Cleveland, man. Which was so like when I went there for the first time, I had already tapped in the Bone. I was like, man, this shit's so dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm on E98, St. Clair, nigga, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely cool, man. With Bone, shout out to Bone. Like I said, they're one of the top. I feel 2 groups of all time, top 3 for sure. Bone meant a lot to Cleveland when they came out. You know what I'm saying? Put us on the map before the era of internet. We were known for being from everywhere you went. Oh, Bone. Oh, you rap fast. Motherfuckers got the traditional long hair and yeah, man. Shout out to Bone.
No, they hit when they drop. They hit, nigga.
Yeah. Shout out to Bone. First of the month.
Bone died, nigga. When that first little album dropped, nigga was Bone
creeping on the come up. Yeah, creeping on the come up. Their EP was the hardest thing smoking. Every song on that bitch was hard.
Nigga was boned out.
First of the month, they debut CD, fire. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bone. Well deserved for them to get their name put on the East 99. But I'm not happy though about where Cleveland stands, because right down the street, right? It's ironic. This is what's going on right down the street in the city, man. We need to clean the city up. You know what I'm saying? Like, like to me, like this is bad. You know what I mean? Like,
your man said he blew a couple of blunts with Lazy in East St. Louis in 2000. 2000.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lay, man. He a cool
dude.
We
got zombies. These motherfuckers zombies down there?
Got zombies, man.
Some music on that shit.
Like
you want to play the audio?
I mean, we ain't got to play the audio, but it's just it just goes to show that it's all bad. So while they getting a plaque, right down the street, this is what we got. This is what we got going on. So I think, man, we need to clean the city up, man. Whatever's going on out here, whatever these drugs these niggas is smoking.
Oh, that whole little area fucked up. Damn.
Yeah, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is to me, this is unacceptable, man. Like we live in and you know what? Somebody asked me the other day, like, why would you want to live in a capitalist society that's all about the bottom dollar and not about the betterment of the people and not about the people at all, instead of living in a socialist society where that's more geared towards just the people? I really think, man, like us as black folks, man, I understand capitalism is what allows you to pop bottles and stunt on the little niggas and whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I think that's what we need to trend to, bro. we need to trend towards a socialist society, because right now, bro, it's like our cities are decimated, bro. While niggas is out here partying and bullshit, man, this is what the inner cities of our cities look like, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is just not, when you look at this is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like this
I'm with
ain't
my
cool.
man. What kind of dope is that?
That's that K2.
Nigga like zombies out there, bro.
That's that K2 ski. That motherfucker touching their toes, nigga. Like literally touching their fucking toes, whatever that shit is that they smoking on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like whoever sell a motherfucker some shit like this, but like motherfuckers is experimenting with all type of shit. Yeah, that's deeper.
Yeah.
That's deeper than fentanyl for sure. For sure.
Yeah, you're right. Motherfuckers experiencing all kind of shit, dog.
Yeah, I think
crazy, Danny.
I think that's crazy, man. I think this other thing too, man, is real crazy too, man. And like we need to shine light on this situation, because it seems like a lot of our athletes, our young athletes, is dropping dead from heart issues, right? Youth basketball star Caleb White is dead after collapsing during a workout at school. 17-year-old was a top 25 high school basketball player. That means he's in condition. In order to play basketball, I just went out there and did some drills or whatever for my cardio for the day, shooting on my basketball hoop. In order to play basketball, dog, at an elite level, you got to have your win. You got to be in shape. So, you know, for him to pass away, obviously, Alabama, 2 high school players have pronounced dead at a local hospital on Thursday. Was it 2?
Here, I don't know. This one, 15 high school and college athletes.
Oh no, my bad. My bad.
Okay.
I misread it. The number he's Alabama's number 2 in the state.
Past month. Okay, yeah.
So
Alabama's number 2 high school player was Alabama's number 2 high school player. He was the number 2 high school player in Alabama.
Yeah. So we gotta have a talk about this, right? Is this a situation to where we feel that like we got to let the cat out the bag? Like, you know, people who have took that jab, bro, y'all need to go to the doctor, bro. Like because
they are going to the doctor, Donnie.
Yeah, the wrong type.
You got no, it ain't even that. It's just now it's there. So obviously you got to just go and hope nothing crazy goes on. I don't think there's anything to reverse what may happen to you because of that decision you make. I don't think there's anything to reverse that, bro. Kind of like you made your bed, you got to lay in it. Didn't we talk about what is it, depopulation? Didn't we talk about that? Yeah. Bill Gates doing all this shit, and everybody they talking about there's too many people in the world. Think about it. Think about what's happening right now. Yeah, that's all I can tell you, bro. Just think about that. They talked about it, and then look what's happening.
That is,
you know what I'm saying? What do we do now? What do we do now? I mean, 10 years from now, will we be in a world where it's only people that didn't go that route? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that's going to have that effect on everybody, because people die anyway. You're going to die. You know what I'm saying? But just at a young age for some shit like this, that's weird as hell, man.
That is true.
That's weird.
True.
He just collapsed.
That's definitely.
I guess Bronny James was he was a survivor of the collapse, but he'll probably never be the same again.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So the powers that be would know how to stop a legacy, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that they forced a lot of these children to take this. And now they're in the news saying that we didn't force people to take it. Yes, you did force people to motherfucking take it. You psychologically fuck motherfuckers and told people like, yes, you need to take this, or you better take this. You know, people's jobs were threatened and all type of shit. So it just goes to show, man, when this next thing pop off, because it's gonna pop off. We don't know the day or the hour, but something else is coming down the pipeline. I just hope that the same people that took and fell victim to the government, because that's what y'all did. Y'all fell victim to the government. I hope y'all stand on 10 this time around. Like, I hope that y'all stand on it and make it.
People won't, bro. People won't. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's always going to be something coming down the pipeline that's going to change lives. Some people are gonna fold. Some people gonna stand strong. It is what it is, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like niggas. Some niggas in pussy, or people in junkies and drugs. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Junkies fold to the drugs. Some niggas fold to pussy.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. If a person that has, if people that you put up on the pedestal and that you already feel like are better than you because they're on TV, they're in the media, they're politicians, they make more money than you, tell you something that you should do, a lot of people are going to be persuaded by that, my nigga, and they're going to do it.
I totally fucking
you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the music, my nigga.
I totally agree. We drop a bomb with that.
You know what I'm saying?
And man, our prayers go out to to his family. We just gotta make them companies stand on 10, man. Y'all can't let these. All I say before we move on to the fuckery is, don't let these politicians, these actors, these celebrities, these rappers, these employers, don't let these motherfuckers off the hook now and have them backtracking and doing the moonwalk because of what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they was calling you dumb, they was calling you stupid for not doing it and all that. These niggas got to stand on that now. And I think as a society, because there's still a lot of us that didn't, we need to stand up and hold them accountable now for what's now happening. Because I personally feel, my ultimate conspiracy is, right? Because and with this China situation, and I know we had talked about it. I'm trying to see if I can locate this because I want to speak on this one time in my grand ball of, conspiracy, I should say, right? But now China I know we had said that they were in talks about them funneling the school. Here it goes right here. Let me go ahead and send that through before we get into the fuckery. We talked about them funneling our schools. Well, now it's official. China has begun funneling schools in the public schools in the U.S. What I believe, this is a culmination of things, right? Now, hear me out, Trav. We had Olympus was falling, right? What did that show? That showed the United States being overthrown by some type of Asian type government type situation, right?
Yeah.
I believe that was the start of them kind of letting us know what's going on. For a long time, China has been buying up infrastructure. They own, along with Bill Gates, own the most farmland in the United States. They've now took over our telecommunication systems because they bought AT&T, T-Mobile, and the whole nine. TikTok is the biggest platform, and that's obviously, even though the Chinese government, whatever, but TikTok is so funny that the name is TikTok. It's like a clock, a self-destructing clock. TikTok, you get it? But I believe that
look at your phone.
This move, huh?
Look at your phone.
Look at my phone. Samsung, yes, absolutely. So
I'll be right back. Keep talking. I got to piss.
so with this situation, I personally believe that with them funneling our schools, right, they're preparing us for when they actually take over on U.S. soil. And that's what I personally believe with this whole China situation. Because what other reason do they have to fund the United States when we're openly in a jousting match with them? They've started their own dollar, with Russia and Brazil and Africa and all that type of shit. Why would they want to funnel U.S. public schools? Don't we make our own money? Why do we need Chinese money to funnel our schools? It's because our children's are going to be learning a lot about Chinese rule and everything like that. So now, slowly but surely, you're going to see Chinese indoctrination into our schools because China is prepared, along with Russia to try to invade this motherfucker. And if you can't see the writing on the wall, I feel sorry for you. And it's not to fearmonger you. It's not to scare people. It's not to make you feel that, you know, you shouldn't live your life. But at the same time, I think that's a cop out, right? To me, that's just a whole cop out. It's a cop out when you tell somebody, "Oh, you're fear mongering," or "Why is it doom and gloom?" No, it's just about being prepared and connecting the dots and staying ahead of the game. Why would China want to fund the United States schools when China just stopped using the petrodollar? They're not even accepting our money anymore. You know,
so
they're trying to go to war with us. So what's the point of them funneling the schools? You get what I'm saying? It's to get ready for what's to come. This is why they have their tentacles now in our school system, because it started with them buying up our infrastructure. Then it started with them buying up Hollywood because they own all of the studios in Hollywood now. That's why you see a lot of our movies with like Chinese actors and all that type of stuff in them now. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't see that. That's
but
you watch the kung fu, nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with the kung fu.
Ain't nothing wrong with the kung fu.
But if you go on Tubi, you gonna see our people. Let me
yeah, our people. But Tubi is just, oh my god, that's. But yeah, I just think this is just to prepare for what's to come. Yeah, again, what do you? Yeah, okay. The more
my man said again, we over with. The more you speak on China, already got us sold up.
Facts.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say we over with. It's just,
but we're over with by design. We don't
know. We don't actually know what it is, what the motive is, what the motive is.
Well, the motive
I don't know if it's a bad thing that China is funding our public schools.
Wait a minute,
I can't say that's bad.
It's bad because first, China is separated from our currency, right? What makes the United States the world power is our currency. If you don't know, do your research. If our currency was not backed by oil, the petrodollar, at that point, your money would be worthless. You would be a third world peasant. The reason why you can move around, have passport bros and all this type of dumb shit that's going on is because of your dollar. So with China, Russia, South Africa, Brazil, and India starting the BRICS, which is like the Legion of Doom to the fucking dollar, we're going to see the effects of that. So China has drawn the line in the sand. Like, okay, we're not fucking with you guys. We're not taking no more of your debt.
Let me ask you something. You said the American dollar is backed by petroleum,
oil. In order to trade
oil.
Yeah. So in order to trade oil, you need to have the petrodollar. Your dollar is what is connected to the oil. No other money right now can be traded in oil. Now, Saudi Arabia is starting to fuck with China and doing little side deals and shit like that. But on the world stage, the petrodollar is what's connected to the oil. You know what I'm saying? So this is why our money holds weight. Other than that, our money wouldn't hold weight nowhere because we're in debt. You got to think about it. The United States is trillions of dollars.
I'm trying to figure out what that is. I can't find any facts on that. I can only find facts
but no, that's an actual fact. Our money is
Chinese currency. Chinese currency is backed by a Petro One system.
Yeah, I mean they have a digital.
I'm gonna do a little more. I'm gonna do a little more research on that.
Yeah, that's cool. You do your research,
everything I'm finding is saying American dollar isn't backed by any fucking thing.
No, they took us off the gold standard back in the 50s.
That's a long time
right?
ago.
Like, yeah, they took us off the gold standard. So no, the monetary system is not backed by anything. Your social security number is what's backing the dollar here, right? What I'm saying is, in order to trade on the national market,
okay,
our money, the petrodollar is what you buy and trade oil with, which is the most powerful resource on the market. This is why your money holds weight. It, like you said, it's not backed by gold or anything. It's worthless paper now. But the fact that Chinese have now sided with Russia and other countries and now are creating their own version to now challenge the dollar on the world market has now put us in. That's why they keep talking about this World War III shit, because we're eventually going to have to fight these niggas, because it's like they're trying to challenge us on the world stage. But they have their tentacles, like my man Nunya said, they have their tentacles so much in the United States, from the food that we eat, from the products that we buy, the companies that are owned. It's checkmate already. I just think they're just trying to drain us for more resources. They make most of their money off the United States.
I mean,
most of their
not?
money is made off the United States.
If you can, why not?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Products and everything.
I don't see anything being wrong with that. You know, what I don't understand is our people over here that complain about being over here, that complain about that type of shit. Like, you already complaining about being in America. Why you worry about what them folk doing? You already talking about you don't want to be here. Get the fuck up out of here then. You know what I'm saying? Don't be complaining about what China doing. Just go on leave, Shawty. That's all you got to do. Go on ahead and leave.
Right.
Matter of fact, become a digital nomad when you can still make money in America and travel abroad. Do what you want to do, but you probably can't.
Right. I definitely agree.
You know
I definitely agree with that, man.
You're probably scared to do it. That's probably you can't do it. Or you got a family.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna leave my kids.
I ain't leaving the kid.
Look, kid grow up and leave your ass though. You know
Be gone. Gone with the goddamn win.
Nigga, see you later.
But man, we appreciate y'all, man. Obviously, man, for tapping in tonight on this late night, man.
We've been on for 2 hours.
Yeah, you already know, man. It was a long-winded show, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's that once a week. It's that once a week. I got cotton mouth, so we got to wrap it up with this fuckery. We already got the fuckery, you know what I'm saying, loaded up. It's the one up trap. You know, I just sent that China one, so it's the one right before that. But the fuckery shows no bounds, and it's just crazy. And some of the things that people say out of their mouth just deserves them to get the fuckery. So, man, I got one for you, and this is for my ladies.
Real reason to tell a man you have children, unless you plan on a long-term relationship with him in the future. And he's already in love with you. He won't care.
Translating. I have finished translation. Having a child will make finding a partner difficult. So instead of being honest with the male you wish to be with, I feel trapping him through giving selective information about yourself is perfect. By holding back the full scope of your lifestyle and waiting for your bond to connect, it will force the male to conform to your life. As now that you have emotionally manipulated him into being a forced stepfather without giving him the choice to stay or go.
Oh my God!
There's no real reason
time.
to tell a man you have children unless you plan on a long-term relationship with him in the future. And he's already in love with you.
Oh my God!
My nigga, I get that out the way the first conversation. You got how many kids you got? The first conversation, my nigga. Within the first couple of sentences, how many kids you got? That's one of my main questions, especially if I'm meeting you on a dating app, which you know that should be easy. Yeah. But a lot of y'all say y'all got kids. I'm saying how many. Even if I see how many on the app, how many you got? Because it might say 3 on the app, but you done had the app so long you done had another one. Now you got 4. You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole 4-pack.
Now you got a whole 4-pack, and I don't really do 4-packs like that. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking nobody for what they do, but you know that's a lot for me. I only got one child, so
no, three is my max. Like if you got 3, I think that's my max. 3 and then whatever I put in you.
I mean, you know, it is what
Lustful God is saying.
Lustful God said, I literally just found out in recent time there are a lot of women that do this. They straight up lie about it.
You know, Lustful God has got the T on all the women in this.
Now, see, I can see, look though, I can also understand why a woman will lie. A woman that will lie about this, she just looking to smash. She don't want you to know what she really got going on, nigga. She don't want you to know about her kids. Her
Or they
family.
might just handle it just like a nigga. I think a lot of niggas probably act like this for sure. Like,
That's what I'm saying, Donnie. She just want to smash. Her kids and her crib ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. She coming to your crib, nigga.
Right.
And y'all gonna have a good time. And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a good time whenever y'all meet. All the other shit don't even matter because she ain't even being serious with your ass.
It's just so true.
Like a man. I hate to say it, like us brothers. You know, we get to pick and choose like that, though. We are the men. We are the choosers of choosing. If you understand what I'm saying. Most of the time we are. Some of y'all women, hell. Some of y'all women, hell. Y'all call it spirit sexually liberated.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what they call that.
Nigga, shit been on your forehead like that right there.
He gonna get a hat with that motherfucker on the forehead.
For real, nigga, you got a whole sunshade on your forehead, bitch. Nigga,
that shit
you got
crazy.
something big on your shit right now.
This other fuckery though, man. I wanted to get into.
He got one more, y'all. He got one more.
I got a couple of them, man. You know me. I had a couple of.
You had one.
No, man. I keep them coming, man. This next one, bruh, is why Tyrone say going to prison is good for you. Let's play what Tyrone got to say.
Man, I feel like Tyrone finna be on some more fruity shit, man. Let's see
what Tyrone talking about, man.
Hold on.
Tyrone, I did 5 years in prison. I'm James, and I did 8 months in prison. People always ask us, what is the worst part about prison? When they should be asking, what was the best part about prison? Water and electric paid for by the state. Movie nights every weekend. Free haircuts. Free rent. Intimacy anytime. And so much more. So the next time you're feeling probably want to lash out on someone, do it. Because then you have a chance at spending time in prison. I'm Tyrone, and I did 5 years in prison. I'm James, and I did 8 months in prison.
Bruh.
People always ask me, what is the worst part about prison?
Let me go on mute that because that just was not really what I was expecting. When they went one way and then they went that way when they went to talking about intimacy.
That must be his bitch. The nigga who did the 8 months got turned out from the nigga that was doing the 5 years. That's what the hell happened with this one. That's what happened with this one right here, people. For real. This is what exactly what went down right here. This is a turnout situation.
This is bad.
This is real.
It always got to be a light skinned nigga involved.
Oh, be a light skinned nigga get turned out, man. Fucking enough for the light skinned brothers, family.
Slap the shit out,
but yeah, man, this situation, man.
Damn.
This one fuckery right here goes back to the crib, right? Back to the crib. Now this nigga, he is a social media fuckery boy. His name is Shorty Dread. Like, man, we gotta stop giving these niggas platforms, y'all, man. Like, for real, bro.
Fuckery boy.
like we gotta stop giving these niggas platforms, bro. Like this nigga, man, relieved himself off the balcony in the Midtown on niggas' heads, man. Let's hear what they gotta say.
New at 5 o'clock. Only Channel 2 Action News was there as police arrested a man accused of being naked on a Midtown Atlanta high-rise balcony. People say this has been going on for weeks at the Icon Atlanta high-rise right there at 14th and West Peachtree. So we plotted it on this map so you can see where it is in relation, let's say, to Piedmont Park. Channel 2's Tom Jones is there live. And Tom, I'm going to leave this one up to you because some people say he's been doing something else up there.
They're going down.
That's right. Mercedes Nude, the Atlanta rapper known as Shorty Dread, is accused of being nude and relieving himself from a balcony way up there. People here said he did it so often they thought about using an umbrella to cover themselves when they walked in this area. I was right here when Nude was arrested. He told me he did nothing wrong.
I'm famous. I'm on TV, bro. I didn't do this, man. No.
We were the only crew in Midtown when Atlanta police arrested Mercedes Nude.
I'm innocent. I promise I didn't do this.
What he's accused of doing had people who work near 14th and West Peachtree Street using words like gross, unconscionable, and insane.
That's disgusting.
What is wrong with these people today? Holy well, you got to. People who work and walk in the area say for weeks a man routinely walked out of a high-rise unit at the Icon Midtown Apartments with not a stitch of clothes on. They say he then relieves himself through the balcony bars with his bodily fluids falling down below. Someone sent us video of the man in the act, but asked us not to show it. But I showed it to people walking in the area.
Oh my God, this kind of exceeds the bounds of decency. You even think that someone would even do that in an area where you have people walking by.
I was there as police arrived and began investigating after a manager of a nearby high-rise called and complained. I watched as an officer went inside the Icon Apartments and moments later came out with a handcuffed nude who matched the description of the nude man in the video. I asked nude if he relieved himself from the balcony.
No, I wasn't. I promise I wasn't.
Who's that in the video?
I didn't see no. I promise I wasn't in the.
Oh, Rainbow Committee. Yeah, this is weird. When they say relieved himself down, I think they're talking about pissing, right? They can't be talking about it, Jack.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah,
pissing. You know what's crazy?
But you know, with him, he be on there with he a switch hitter probably, but you already know he only show himself dealing with women. But
okay,
when a nigga get in a vulnerable situation, they true comes out. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what happened too.
That's exactly what it was with that guy. That's the only time I'm gonna talk about this guy too, man. When he does some fuckery to get on the goddamn show. I'm wrapping it up though. I'm wrapping it up. But this next one is a sad one, right? This goes to show where keeping it real goes completely left.
Oh, the video ain't got no sound, so okay.
Well, we'll just read it. Nigerian cancels his wedding after he saw his soon-to-be wife comment under a Facebook post saying that she would cheat on him for $1 million.
Oh my God!
$1 million.
What are we doing here?
Indecent Proposal. That's the name of that movie. Indecent Proposal. Yeah, I remember the movie back in the day where the woman was offered $1 million. Where the family, the husband and the wife were offered $1 million to sleep with this rich guy.
This is.
She said she would. She said she going for the $1 million on her forehead, all uphill like that right now. On her forehead, $1 million. Donnie,
$1 million.
I might. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it from a pimp standpoint. That's
obviously though, man, he wasn't going for that. He like, we come for money. You don't need no $1 million.
So he got $1 million right now. If you ain't got no $1 million,
I'm just saying though, man.
If you got 8,000 and you ain't got if you got $8,000 in the bank, and you know your soon to be wife, she ain't your wife yet, get offered $1 million to get them cheeks bust, and she run it by you, Donnie. What you saying? See, y'all ain't married yet, but it's $1 million. She like, babe, we can be up. Yeah, it's one time.
One time
he got to thunder dust me. He gonna thunder dust me one good time.
Well, I think that's like Adam 22, right? In his situation with his girl, right? That even though they was in OnlyFans and they already had money, that was their biggest selling OnlyFans, and
she's looking for her second. She's looking for her second male.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like so yeah. So I think
you know what I'm saying.
I think, man, you know, if it's about money, bro, it's like, nah, bro, because how you gonna live with yourself for that?
Lord forgot to say, how is he mad about a hypothetical response? I mean, you know, people get mad about a lot of stuff. So yeah,
he probably like, bitch, you doing that shit for $1 million, you do that shit for $100. I'm out of here. Just take the zero. Look. You know he like, you take four zeros off that shit. You doing it for $100, man? Like, nah, we ain't going for that. But yeah, man. I mean,
but she'll cheat on you and fuck for free, nigga, and you still got there and be like, I forgive you.
Oh man,
baby.
I forgive her though. See, that's the thing. I break up with her, then she had to give me.
What you gonna do? She give you the money.
All that money.
You the money. No, she come and give you the money. You her dude.
I would give you the money. Then I'll take her back.
Go, babe.
I'll take her back.
You know what I'm saying? I had to put in the work for
money. I'll take her back.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right, I'll take her back.
You're gonna rock out with her for the rest of the later.
I'm gonna take her back.
She took one for the team.
Give her the fuckery though. I'm gonna take her back and I'm gonna give her the fuckery at the same damn time, like Future say. I'm gonna take her back and give her the fuckery. That's what I'm gonna do. But I want to know, and this is the last one, man, before we go, because I was gonna put this out of the fuckery, but I want to know if you came to a chick house and you seen her doing something like this. Now, if she's bad too, like say she meet all your criteria, you fuck with her, but this is what she like to do. Is you rocking with her, yay or nay?
Basically, I eat toilet paper like all day, every day. It's so good, like it really like it hits the spot. And guess what? Toilet paper has 0 calories and it won't even give you a hangover. Some people might say that all toilet paper is the same, it's all created equally, and it's not. It's a difference between 1-ply toilet paper and 2-ply. 1-ply is better. Like you don't have to go through all the stress of trying to rip it apart. 1-ply is like eating a PB&J without the crust.
That shit crazy.
Basically, I eat toilet paper like all day, every day. It's so good. Like
She said, eating toilet paper is like eating a PB&J crunch. This is a PB&J crunch, or sandwich, or brand, or whatever.
Sandwich crunch. I mean,
it's kind of cringe to me because she probably really eating this and swallowing it. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen something very similar to this before, where people were eating toilet paper. Yeah. So this ain't.
Well, this is weird.
What I still butt them cheek, y'all. Yeah. Eat your toilet paper, baby.
Oh man, look.
Yeah.
And then when you wiping her off, you're gonna rip the toilet paper out of her mouth.
No. I'm gonna wipe her with the toilet paper and I'm gonna give it to her so she can eat it.
Oh shit!
A little seasoning on that thing, a little flavor on that
man,
thing. You feel me?
like a bug, ain't he?
Yeah, wipe and then
like a bug.
Yeah.
Straight up,
like,
straight up,
crazy,
man.
Like, she's not a bad looking woman either. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so crazy? And what you saying that crazy shit, we just gotta end it on that note, right? I'm just gonna anybody who's still remaining in the chat heard that lie. We'll just end it on that note. Man, we appreciate y'all, man, for burning the midnight oil, man. Hearing me and my brother talk shit and swallow spit like we do here on DeadBolt ATL, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're everywhere. It's DeadBolt with the ATL on the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please, like I said, man, get on the Instagram, hit our notifications on that YouTube. We also dropping weekly videos, so y'all can check that out too. Be looking forward to that. Trav, man, any parting words for the people?
Man, I appreciate everybody for coming out, man, rocking with us, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on my Instagram, the cool one. IG. Make sure y'all follow Donnie DeadBolt what is it? FMG. DeadBolt FMG, man. And also, like he said, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, DeadBolt ATL. We also stream on Twitch and Twitter simultaneously. So if you can't tap into YouTube, just go ahead and go on over to Twitch or go to Twitter because we are live streaming there also.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, thank you. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all have a good night. Peace.